part 4 of the Archon quest is what we're doing here today. Part 3, I won't lie, started great, but got a little bit slower. I guess a lot of you are explaining that it's supposed to feel like prison, and you know what? Felt like prison. To tag on to that, before we begin, I want to let you know that I'm doing an uncapped subathon over on Twitch. First link down below. When that timer hits 0, I leave forever. Actually, just a couple days, then I'll be back. But anyway, super excited to talk to these NPCs. But this time, I'll be talking to them as a dragon. How did Child start an actual cult? He was here for like a couple of days, right? Am I right about that timeline? He wasn't here long.
There.
Oh, here we go, bro. We got fucking Bavaliers trying to talk to me.
Yeah, you. Say, do you like playing card games?
Oh.
You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
He seems kind of wholesome, though. I feel bad now. People play that stupid game down here.
TCG players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up everywhere.
I feel like more people play it in prison than the actual player base.
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding fellow Invocation aficionados? Anyway, care to join me for a game? All right, no pressure.
It's
But
all
why would
good.
you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like
See,
this?
bro, Paimon keeps
People usually
waffling.
come here to fight.
We said no, just leave. Let's all leave.
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's
Gotta
all
pass the time
competition,
somehow.
isn't it? It's all the same in my eyes. There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations play cards. So I came over to say hi.
Dude, imagine we threw Sino into jail. He would wreck this whole place.
Sure.
Great! Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little bit, right?
He doesn't seem like that type.
Telling us newcomers some stories about this place.
I thought you would have already heard everything by now. All right, then. Did you have anything specific in mind? Or do you want me to just pick a topic?
Why don't you pick? We'll let you know if we've heard it already.
All right. Have you heard any strange rumors since you've arrived?
Yeah, something about cannibals. Do you know anything about that?
And did you know that there are some people who are always gossiping over in the corner?
That's y'all in the corner talking about the stream. Oh, here we go with
There are
gossip.
two guys who are always skulking around in the corners of corridors gossiping. The big
I
guy
would
is Quista,
never.
The skinny one is Lavaroon. People call them the Bombshell Bros.
Who isn't Bombshell a word for like when someone's really hot? Bombshell Bros just doesn't feel like it fits in
I never
the
really
slot
found the
here.
gossip very mind-blowing. And it's pretty much just the same stuff that I hear about when I'm at work every day. If you're interested, you can go talk with them. They tend to talk a lot of nonsense, but they aren't exactly bad.
Good to know.
Although
anything
those
else
are the
to
other
tell us?
two like objectives for this one beginning.
Let me think. Sounds like you want to hear something a little more tantalizing.
He's gonna tell me something really juicy.
Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the fortress of Meropide before?
See, it's things like that, man. Things like that where you're playing this really normal, mundane, seeming like quest, and then the random NPC just says, the guy who leads this place used to be a criminal. Something really important.
Wait, are you serious?
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime.
Huh?
Who knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though. To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place?
Bro, got a
Not
promotion.
gonna lie, I kind of respect that.
What do you know about the Forbidden Zone,
Forbidden
Bavalier?
Zone?
Big
Sounds
ball
like
and
something that
Bavalier.
someone just made up.
They call him Big Booty
Never heard of it.
Bavalier.
Where did you hear about it?
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never heard of it.
Anything else? Not that I can think of. But I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time.
This is gonna be an
You'll
NPC
have to
you can play
a game of
TCG
Genius
with.
Invocation with me first, though.
I won't do that. So, Mr. Wriothesley himself, the Duke, was a prisoner. Any bets on what his crime was? Because we got arrested and sit down here for eating cake. That's bad enough, so it's got to be worse than that.
There's a group of people over there. Let's go listen in.
The gossipers, here they come.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
So I said, that's not a faucet. Is there a joke here that I'm missing?
Oh, sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking about something private.
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Yeah, fine. You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that much.
This guy is insufferable.
You hear that, Quisto?
Quisto!
Your expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I
What the
right?
heck? Quisto.
Just so happens that I know you two.
Big fan, huh?
Really? Are we that famous?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was
That's all he
talking about
knows.
it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
Listen, if someone says the word kerfuffle to you in an actual conversation, you need to turn around and walk away from that individual. Do not talk to someone who says the word kerfuffle in a sentence. Like just as a normal sentence, it's not a joke.
A little mistake, huh?
Ah,
The way you put it.
you're wise,
People
huh?
with a good attitude can join our group anytime, unlike some of the others here.
What is this accent?
Your group?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry. We're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive.
I wanna start a
and we blow
kerfuffle.
minds on the regular.
Dear God.
You two really like to gossip? Whew, you sure know how to embellish.
Do you guys say kerfuffle?
No. You don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with whom, who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like to know all that?
Oh my Archon, I'd love to know that. Please tell me. Oh my Archon is such a funny
all
line.
This info's worth something, you know? You should prove you're worthy of it.
What I gotta do?
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just play nice and say something to massage his ego.
Quisto is like stuck at 12 years old right now.
The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
We loved our welfare meal.
Right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious. Paimon can still taste it whenever she closes her eyes.
Me when I tell a lie.
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Oh, really? Wow.
Oh,
You're
so
quite the chef
you're the
then.
one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing. You could be a professional chef.
I believe this is what we call glazing, correct? This is the definition of a glaze. This is glazing.
You are correct. I am a true professional. In fact, I even went to culinary school.
Twitch chat when I try to cook anything on stream ever.
Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes.
I went to cooking
Listen
school.
carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the
I
fortress.
just don't like you saying that word. Did Lavaroon just wink at me? Don't be upset. He's a good fellow.
Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated.
Oh
The
my
overworlders
Archon.
couldn't care less about us.
Oh my
down here.
Archon.
We're basically dogs to them.
Get that dog in you
You've
though.
already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Wriothesley. He knows
Wriothesley?
more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
So if he cares about me, he probably would deal with me the way he did. He cares about me a lot.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks, even better treatment in the infirmary.
Yeah, I know. who you-
Sigewinne seems like she treats
that
everyone
Jurian
that
character, right?
fair.
I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically
Jurian?
every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often? If you ask me, he's just faking it to get out of work.
Is that like an actual name, Jury, or is that a title?
Did you know that Churia was
It's a
talented
person.
researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before he came here? There's no denying that.
He's a real wise
I
guy.
don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the fortress of Meropide, you're just another inmate like everybody else.
Yeah, you play TCG like the rest of us and gamble on your food. Ah, interesting. According to Questot, a person named Jeru frequents the infirmary. Should I take note of that?
Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lord
Final
V.
guy.
I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
You mean he hit a woman? Wow, I never imagined he was that bad.
Bro's a monster.
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary.
Did she slap first?
I always see her going to the sick bay every couple of days, too.
Did she hit first?
Wait
a minute.
You don't think?
Do you think could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates?
They're not fighting the way we think.
But it's really hard to imagine.
They're doing a whole different type of wrestle.
After all, I do remember seeing Lorvine beat Jerry to a pulp that one time. And we might be overthinking things.
Maybe that's what he likes, though. What if he's into that? So Jerry had a conversation with a girl named Lorvine, who also frequents the infirmary. Okay, so we're gonna go meet the two lovebirds in the infirmary. They just gonna do that in front of Sigewinne? Cover your eyes, Sigewinne. Got a group of guys talking about the pipes.
There's some people talking over there. Let's listen in on the conversation.
I don't think you should be allowed to do that. You shouldn't be allowed to just listen into people's conversations, Paimon. It's called eavesdropping. Paimon has no sense of boundary.
If you ask
At least
me,
they use the
those
bed.
pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do they
Guess
even
so.
give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
You sound like a dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something?
Oh my
If
god.
you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal. We're marked for life.
Would they get like a scarlet letter or something?
I don't buy that.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
Kind of like the prophecy.
What kind of filthy bilge water you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole with talk like that.
I will say the personality so far in the second half of this Archon quest is way better. They have more like grit and like, I don't know, the accents are
Listen,
more of an
things ain't
effort.
so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave?
The first one wasn't my
I've
favorite.
heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me.
Yeah, this guy actually seems like a prison
Who
inmate.
wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
Especially when it
What makes
drowns.
you think they want to hire someone like you? It's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you is so confident.
They're about to start fighting in front of me.
Whoa. Sounds like they're really unhappy about the overworld. Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here say?
The people up there aren't very consciously aware of the Meropide. Nobody mentioned it at all before. I think it's normal for convicts to be unhappy.
That's true.
She said, yeah,
We've talked
they
to
are
just
in
about
prison.
everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Lyney.
Finally.
According to the card,
Lyney, where are you?
We should go meet him in the production zone.
Oh my god, if I had to go back here and do more work, I love this man. Playing this as this man is so fun. What's up, Lyney? Lyney. The signal.
That look in your eyes. You found something?
We found 3 things.
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
Oh, and we have a whole vial of blood. Don't forget, we got a whole vial of blood sent to us. What we
As
think it
expected
is.
of the legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention.
You summarize your findings to Lyney.
I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Child probably went missing because he found a way out.
What was that response like that for?
He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Child's exact
I might have read it wrong.
whereabouts. Father told me that even though Master Child said
I
he
think
was
there's
just
more
coming
to it. I thought he would
Fontaine
be
for a vacation, he actually had some personal
onto him for
reasons.
more.
His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
It's the most important thing right now is to catch up to him.
His escape route is already flooded.
So we gotta
we'll
escape.
Have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
I know one person, and literally only one person.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Freminet would be up to the task.
Finally, he gets some screen time, my boy.
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later.
Thank you.
No need to thank
What's
me.
Lynette gonna do?
This was always a part of our mission after all. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Wriothesley's watchful eyes.
Guarantee Wriothesley knows we've done every single thing from the beginning.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
Now, let me think.
Guarantee he
To
knows.
find out more information, Freminet will have to retrace Master Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now. And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
I gotta be in this prison for 8 more days.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
Surely we cutscene to that. We don't like just work every day, right? Like,
We've been working together for a long time. We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now? We'll be able to pick up Freminet while we're at it, too.
okay, sure, 9 days?
Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and wait for Freminet's report on Master Child's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone.
I know that I had to be in prison for 45 days total, but I've already been here a lot. That's a lot of days. And also, I was like, bro, let's just leave, because since he left, we'll follow him.
Freminet's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Freminet prepare for his diving mission. So, you are the only ones we can count on.
Okay.
What to do? Will it be hard?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off. Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs.
Jumps off the edge of this building right here.
You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious of you. Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover. But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first.
I'll give it my best shot. Did you say that because I'm an amateur? You say it because you think I suck?
No, when it comes to intelligence gathering, I'd never consider you to be an amateur.
All right.
Didn't you say it yourself? It's always been your strong suit.
Thanks, buddy.
I'll
I feel like it's a little
believe anything as long as it comes
passive-aggressive.
from you. So, please prove your prowess to me once again.
We could just like lie to him, which is insane.
All right.
I
We'll
wouldn't,
head
but
out
I
as
could.
soon as we finish our prep.
Let's go our separate ways for now then. Don't forget, we meet here
9
again in 9
days.
days.
I swear to God, this is
Stay
a
safe.
9-day quest inside of this. I have to like go work, work, eat, work, eat, work, work, eat, work. Sleep, sleep, sleep. Huh?
Stay here for now. Paimon will take a peek.
The coast is clear.
There seem to be several people inside.
Let's eavesdrop on them illegally. You and Paimon hide in a corner. Try your best to eavesdrop on people. Several people appear to be engaged in conversation. I feel like
It's not impossible.
Sigewinne!
Oh,
Wait, what is Sigewinne here for?
it's a bit hard to understand them from here. So, why don't we just try to talk to them in person? Let's go as soon as you're ready.
Maybe you'll be out of prison like the same time the subathon ends. I think that's a true comment though. Like, if you recall, I can't read all this that fast. I'm not even gonna read it though. I can't. Is she okay? Having given it a good whiff, you get the potion back. I can't. Who can read that fast?
She's sick.
Okay, we're faking sick. That's basically what we need to know here.
Oh, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin.
Little one, as if you are not a foot tall.
The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto
Little
the ground.
one.
Paimon doesn't know what to do.
Good
Freezing
acting
lips,
here from
twitching
Paimon, though.
fingers, and pale complexion. Could it be poison?
Paimon, you think so?
Let me take a look. Please lie down over here.
My stomach really hurts.
There Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly.
Can you even support my weight? Okay, slowly does it. There we go.
Traveler,
Don't go into the light, Lumine. Don't die.
apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
I don't think that whole rumor about favoring care is a thing in this office here. She seems pretty caring to everybody who comes in. Sigewinne has taken a few instruments and began to do her checkup. Hope I'm not so healthy that she gets suspicious. Don't worry, you've been eating prison food for like 10 days. You're good. She cares about everybody pretty equally.
Now, my checkup has confirmed that she's not in any mortal danger. That's our worst fear out of the way.
What does she do to check? She's like, nope, not gonna die.
Oh, that's good. But
Papa, we didn't want her to die. You know that, right? You sound like surprised that she's not gonna
I'll
die.
continue my diagnosis of the patient.
That's fine that she said that. It's
Please
okay.
Relax and take a deep breath.
Sigewinne using her hands to palpitate different areas of my abdomen. Seems like she's using elemental energy too. Her expression growing more and more relaxed. Okay, she's using hydro on me.
Don't sense serious damage
Hydro
to your
healer.
organs either. Does it hurt when I press here?
It's not too bad.
And here?
Ooh, that kind of hurt.
Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem
Aw.
here. Oh, how strange.
We're making her question her own sanity as a doctor. Oh no, is my acting a bit over the top?
What about here? Does this hurt?
Nope, not at all. Can't feel it.
Oh. I understand. So that's what it is.
She's gonna be like, you have the Black Plague.
I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act up.
It'd be funnier if she gave like a really bad diagnosis. Like something very bad. Like you have days to live and Lumine's like, whoa, hold on, no.
So that's what it is. Thank goodness it's not anything more serious.
That would've been funnier.
Other inmates complaining about the food recently. I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Wolsey, of this problem as soon as possible.
Start washing your hands before you eat. Don't cross-contaminate.
Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days. Why don't you take a rest here while I go get some medicine for you?
I think the terminal line would have been so much funnier.
Miss Levine,
Such an
I'll
opportunity.
have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
They could have even like dialogue bloated it if they wanted it to be that way too. Oh, you're gonna die. And then turn it into like the food poisoning thing. Sigewinne is not playable yet.
And she hopped away just like that.
Like literally in the last quest we saw that she has a vision on her back. So she's not right now. Phew, this infiltration mission has gone so much more smoothly than I imagined. Next there are only 3 people left in that room. She likely will be now that we see that she has a vision. Sigewinne just called that one. So these are the 2 that be doing the deed on the infirmary beds. I would stand up right now. Stand up, get off of that bed.
Hello. So how are you feeling now?
I'm sick. Still. I can't keep staring at her. It'll draw unwanted attention. The guy also seems to have noticed. Now he's looking in my direction too.
Her stomach aches really bad. She was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
If Miss Sigewinne says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry.
What if she's wrong?
She's the best medic we've got down here.
She's the only medic you have down here.
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
Damn, I pre-watched. My bad.
Well, that's true.
What do you mean that's true?
Stop trying to
That's
join
really
me.
misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know?
Damn.
Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sigewinne take care of the sick and injured.
Yeah,
So we are
you're
fighting.
right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
They're about to start fighting again. Wait, what?
That's correct. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
Excuse me, wait, are you acting sick too?
Are you 2 also sick?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups and to pick up the medicines Miss Sigewinne prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her, you could say she fancies herself as Miss Sigewinne's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Okay, bro, is really discrediting.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier.
Damn.
Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Oh my god.
Hey, don't start arguing now. Please, keep it civil at least.
Fight, fight, fight. These two seem to have a pretty terrible relationship and only ran into each other because they came here to pick up their meds at the same time. Unless they're also lying and they're really hooking up. They're just acting like we are. Oh. But outside of the two of them, there's nothing suspicious in the room. All the files on the table appear to be patient records while there's no box. While there's a box, I can't check it out right now. Something important in the box for sure. There also aren't that many furnishings on the wall. Wait, there seems to be a movable hatch on the ground. Ooh.
Hey, there's no need to fight. Everyone will be released someday, so there's no need to argue.
It's not true.
Silly things like this.
Not everybody will.
But
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
I just don't believe this guy sounds like this and committed any other crime than like a cyber one. He had to have like gotten he had to have leaked some Genshin info to the outside world and they imprisoned him here. Like leaking a future plot line or something. This bro definitely didn't commit a hardcore crime. Presence of a movable hatch isn't strange by itself, but perhaps it's my adventurous intuition speaking. Let's go move this thing. Is it hiding something?
please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation.
Damn, bro.
Oh, and Mr. Jurier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
And same to you, Miss Lorraine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
They're such liars. Yeah, he definitely did some kind of like crypto scam.
Like that?
He was the guy in charge of Crypto Zoo for Logan Paul. And he got arrested. He went down.
It's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
Damn.
You really can't stand him, huh?
I mean, can you blame me? Who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? But there's no need to keep dwelling on him.
What's that last part? Like,
I'll accompany you too.
oh.
Miss Sigewinne should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine.
I feel like her heart palpitations come from the butterflies.
No, it's nothing.
Feeling a little hot and heavy in here when he shows up, huh?
I'm back. Did you rest like you promised?
Nope. Literally watched two people fight. I feel like I'm literally gonna have a heart attack now.
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Sigewinne.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days worth of medicine for you. Take one pill now, and then continue your bed rest.
Bro, it's that easy to get pills in prison? Oh my god, just act a little sick and they give you morphine. This is crazy. You take the stomach pills, stomach pills, my bad. Sigewinne gave you. I thought it was painkiller.
Miss Lorvine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
Is that how we should judge medicine we take, by the color of it? A lot of medicine's white.
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
A lot of medicine's yellow. Did they talk about that before we walked in? I don't remember. They were talking about something before we walked in, with like time and something.
Yellow, huh? I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
I could use one of those, I ain't gonna lie.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon, too.
Thanks.
See ya!
Later.
I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right? I just want to double check a few details, if that's alright with you.
Okay.
Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead.
I would rather you leave the room actually while I talk about my sexual activity and whether or not I smoke. I would like to have that be private information, you know, HIPAA policy and everything.
So her primary symptoms are abdominal pain.
I
and
agree.
Secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else?
I don't think we should be putting a nickname on a medical record. That's a really good point. That feels like a really important thing to not put a nickname on.
That's it.
I mean, you can't have a parent around when you're talking about those things. I mean, if you decide not to.
Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds? No, her base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure she'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please, make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods, and don't stay up too late at night.
I'm gonna go to Raising Cane's and eat some chicken after this.
Got it. Paimon will hold the traveler to that for sure.
Yeah, right. Good luck trying to hold anything. You're like 2 foot tall. Sigewinne's still looking at me. I should try to take a nap like she said.
Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay then, you get some rest.
Okay, thank you, Paimon. You move yourself to a regular patient's bed and relax completely. You go to bed. You can, however, still catch some. I can't read this fast.
Lots of places.
I'm stupid.
She may look a bit under the weather now, but she's actually super strong. Oh, so you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry, she'll recover soon.
Companion. That word brings back a wave of comfort. You let yourself relax and fall into a restful sleep. Oh, good morning, guys. Did the medicine worked?
How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left.
I feel a lot better. Thanks for watching me sleep. We love watching me sleep.
Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take
Kinda is Genshin Bailu,
and remember bland
but more bunny.
foods. Thank you, Miss Sigewinne.
Okay, so that hatch though, we need to get. I'm gonna get in this hatch real quick. Is that okay? I'm gonna go do that. Where's the hatch? This is the hatch. Well, it's not really removable. It kind of just looks like a bolted down piece of the floor. Return to the dormitories. We gotta get to that hatch tonight.
You really are something. To be able to fall asleep like that and even sleep talk the entire time, you scared Paimon half to death.
My biggest fear is that like I would get my wisdom teeth surgery done and then I just say something I should never have said, like a dark, deep secret.
No, but you kept mumbling things along the lines of, Pyron, go take my grilled fish and how do you get this temptation now?
Put it down, buddy.
Paimon talked with Sigewinne the entire time you were asleep. She seems like she's just a sincere nurse, and Paimon didn't notice anything unusual in the room. Are you sure we're not going off track with the infirmary?
Are we really off track though? There's still a few weird things about the place, like the hole in the ground, the movable hatch, as well as the question Sigewinne asked Livrine, and also, were they really talking about their meds before walking in? And they were just having an argument. They didn't feel genuine. Paimon. Paimon, hear me out. Hear me out.
Whoa, you really are super thorough. All those tiny little suspicious things that Paimon didn't even pick up on. We've got to get the info to Lyney.
He'll be able to do something with this, right? Oh, the next few days, we work hard. Thank God I don't have to work these days. I would lose my mind. Why is this long screen of text much more lengthy than the other ones have been? You managed to pass the slip to a busy Lynette as she happens to pass by. I wish we got cutscenes for this, because it'd be cool to see us like passing each other and be like, "Here, girl. Here's the oh." Never mind. Glad they put it there. I was saying, I'm glad they put the cutscene in there. All right, who we got here? Well, well, well. It'd be funny if we saw Oh, Lyney. Hey, bud. It's been a while. Funny seeing you here all of a sudden. Mm-hmm.
Did you two run into any trouble over the past few days?
Yeah, I've been stuck here for 9 days. That's the problem.
No, we just worked our shifts according to the schedule. Nothing weird happened.
That's good. That means you didn't raise any suspicions when you infiltrated the infirmary. We've taken a look at the slip you've sent. Freminet successfully left the grounds via the pipes 2 days ago, and as of last night, Lynette has also infiltrated the infirmary after faking an illness.
We just love lying about being sick around here. Sigewinne's probably losing her shit. She's losing her mind because everybody's sick and she can't figure it out.
Wait, why is she getting involved as well?
Yeah.
You already went above and beyond when you scoped out the infirmary. To put it more bluntly, even if we were to view that as something you did in exchange for Freminet's help, you've already done more than enough. Infiltrating a guarded stronghold is a different kind of job from a one-off investigation. We want to avoid using the same faces over and over.
That's a good
reduce
point,
the
at
amount of
least.
suspicion that will fall on any given person. Lynette also felt like you have already taken the first step for us, so she should be the one to finish the job.
So that's what Lynette thinks. Oh, Paimon hopes everything's going well for her.
I'm not opposed to helping you.
Perhaps that's true. You're both very good people.
You're right.
And we've come to appreciate that more than anyone else. Unfortunately, there's still one thing that could get between us, lest you've forgotten. The matter of our respective loyalties. You've mentioned before
House
that
of
you had
Hearth.
some run-ins with the Fatui. I can understand that feeling. So I assume you're just helping us out of the kindness of your hearts?
I'm not going to say we're the biggest fan of the Fatui, but I'm also saying that I like you.
Well, everyone could use some more friends. We'll be counting on you to help us in the future, too.
And who knows, maybe the father isn't necessarily the worst of them all. She's very strong.
Since I see you as friends,
What's her
then
ranking,
it's
by the
even
way?
more important for us to protect you from any peril. Freminet and Lynette feel the same way.
I get it
Glad
now.
to hear it.
I know that Dottore is number 2.
Then,
Ooh,
let's go check on
4.
Lynette before Freminet returns.
4th.
If everything went well, then she should be wrapping up her investigation right about now.
Is now really a good time to go over?
According to my observations, Sigewinne always spends around half an hour away from the infirmary right before lunch. Lynette knows this as well, so this should be a good time to meet up with her. Also, I'm her brother, remember? It's only
That's
natural
true.
for an older brother to care about his younger sister's well-being.
It's an easy way to sneak in.
Okay, then let's head over right away.
Let's get in there, kids. I hope nothing like too
Lynette
gruesome
should
happens
be
to
here right now.
Lyney or Lynette, though.
Strange. Lynette?
Lynette?
As expected, Sigewinne isn't here, but why isn't Lynette here?
She could have followed a lead down.
No, Lynette rarely deviates from the plan. We agreed that if she were to make changes on the fly, she'd find a way to let me know. Unless...
Let's see if there are any clues around here. We can look while we wait for her.
Okay.
Okay, let's see if there's any clues lying around the infirmary. Maybe like an open hatch. Where's that hatch at? It's over here. Okay, hatch.
Ah, this is it. We saw it before.
Wait, this thing? It doesn't look like it's been disguised that well.
Then he leans down to get close to the movable hatch and starts tapping
The
it.
space behind it is empty. From its size, I don't think it's an entrance that is meant to be taken apart. There's probably a mechanism around here somewhere. Could Lynette have tried to get inside? But if that's
She
the
would have let
case,
you
she
know
would have contacted
first.
me for sure. Let's look around here for some more clues. Don't panic, just take another look.
Now we're getting interesting. This is starting to get interesting now. The look on Lenny's face, he's definitely beginning to panic. Don't panic, he probably just said that subconsciously more for himself. Whenever Lyney and Lynette get involved with the story quest in Fontaine, things are like, what's this mystery? What's actually happening here?
There are some books here and a few files. They all look like medical records. Advanced nursing, how to raise the spirit of your patients,
Aww.
a quick guide to the psychology of emotions, and the meaning of laughter.
Sigewinne really wants to know how to help.
These sure are some interesting books. Who knew Sigewinne would be interested in these kinds of things? She even has books on understanding people's motivations and feelings.
He's
Is it
cute.
because she's a Melusine? Or does she have a need to understand her patient's emotional state?
Seems quite normal to me. These are
Blubbers.
skills that would come in handy for a nurse from time to time.
She's super cute. Anything happens to Sigewinne, I'll actually burn everything down. I was hoping that Sigewinne's good all along, and it seems like she is. You never know who to trust in this region. I love Sigewinne.
Have any signs of having been
We
slept
will
in,
riot if something bad happens to
except
Sigewinne.
that one over there.
That's the one Lynette must have used, right? You said she was pretending to be sick.
Mm-hmm. She would have said her migraine was having a particularly bad flare-up. Generally speaking, the head nurse would then ask her to lie down and rest while she left to retrieve the medication.
But the bed is still untouched,
Which means
unmade.
either the head nurse didn't return the entire time from when Lynette laid down up until she left the bed, or the nurse intentionally left it this way.
No way, Sigewinne's actually in on something. That's not a good sign. Hey, don't panic. You said no panic. Panic, no bad panic. Nope. Don't do that. Don't you panic.
Guys, there's a slip of paper over here.
A slip of paper?
It's right over here. And
It's
there's
the
a
one we
bunch
gave her.
written on it too. It reads, out of respect for your usual practices, I'll use a piece of paper or card as the medium to pass on my message. You may consider this as me giving you my best regards.
Wriothesley definitely has his hand in this, though. I feel like Sigewinne is not to be found guilty here. I think Wriothesley's trying to get us before we find something out we're not supposed to.
This is...
Is that all?
Is there anything on the back?
The back.
Maybe the Nave?
This is...
Show me! Now!
Oh, he's worried.
That look on your face. Paimon's reading it now. Would you care to guess where Miss Lynette of the Fatui could be right now?
Oh, I feel like Mr. Wriothesley's not a fan of the Fatui.
No. Could she have... Is she already...
Huh?
Wriothesley. Did he
Yeah.
deliberately leave the infirmary unguarded to use it as bait?
Or nar.
Wait, you mean he was aware of our goals from the very beginning? But why? We didn't run into any trouble last time, and he also never reached out to us since.
Why would he choose to act during our second infiltration attempt instead of the first?
Yes.
Because you're Hearth.
That is a crucial question. Wriothesley. He doesn't do anything without a clear goal or reason. So this means he had no concerns about your activities from the very beginning. You're not from the same camp as us. You were sent down here by Nervulet, so you have no conflict of interest with Wriothesley. We're a completely different story, though.
You're from the House of Hearth, directly connected to the Fatui, dude.
I'd like to know that, too. Why did he only go after her? Don't panic, just
To make
think
you
everything
freak
over.
out.
I have to stay calm. This is not like what happened last time. The situation's different now.
Last time?
Wait, you're right. Wait, but that means...
Fatui music. I love the Fatui music.
The fact that Freminet was able to leave the grounds... Could Wriothesley have let him go as well?
But what does he gain by letting Freminet leave like that?
Maybe have like hostage chips. I have all of the hostages here. Some negotiation chips, trying to make them both disappear, or he's trying to kill him.
So he's challenging me and trying to provoke me, I'm sure of it. We never should have sent out Freminet. We
You
had
never
to go
thought
through
about
all
this?
that trouble to find an opening to sneak him around the guards and into the pipe, and we even thought luck was on our side. If Wriothesley let him leave on purpose, then he's probably in a terrible spot now as well.
Lenny's getting more and more panicked. We have to calm him down.
Hey man, let's take a chill pill. See if we can find one of those in Sigewinne's pharmacy cabinet.
Don't be like this, Lyney. Freminet wouldn't have left if we hadn't told you about Child. That was our fault.
No. I'm the leader of this operation, and I'm the one responsible for this team. I was the one who failed to protect them. I'll go talk to Wriothesley.
We're gonna knock on his front door, like his office.
Hey, don't be reckless. Traveler, please talk some sense into him.
Let him cook. I kind of want to see the cutscene.
I simply cannot allow Lynette to be abducted again. I have to go. I'll find a way to get them back.
He's got some good voice acting this act. That run was so goofy. Oh, brother. That's the perk of being a foot tall. You can just hide anywhere. How long have you been there? What are you
I feel
cooking?
like we still have some room to make changes on these details.
It's not impossible, but it'll require extensive testing.
Is that so? Very well. Then please be mindful of the time.
I don't know what her involvement's gonna be here.
Is someone?
Pack everything up.
Put it all together.
Whoever's outside is eavesdropping. They'll probably come in once we stop talking. Someone, please help! She's sick!
So they always knew about the eavesdropping. Or how are we not obvious? Can she just like have heightened senses as a Melusine?
These two. As expected, they've already found this place. Oh, they are quite sharp.
She's known the whole time.
What a delightful turn of events. I like smart people, but I also like playing dumb. I like the feeling of being trusted.
Sigewinne? Sigewinne.
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin.
Sigewinne.
Being able to read human expressions is quite the useful skill.
No, you're Sigewinne. You can't like do that.
We have to catch up to him.
Dear God, slow down, kid. I don't even have my travel characters on. I don't have my Yolon on.
He's already out of sight. How is he so fast?
What the?
Let's
How is
find
he?
him off at Wriothesley's office.
His office is down here, right? She likes the feeling of being trusted. Is she an inside operative? Oh no, she's cute and evil. A deadly combo. Some people tell me that's kind of how I am. I'd never even suspected Sigewinne even for a second. Oh God, here we go.
Come out and face me, Wriothesley!
Damn. Oh damn, he's sitting there like Batman, ready.
Aren't we at an administrative office space? Why don't you at least try to follow even a couple rules from the fortress's indoor management regulations?
This ain't the demeanor I saw in the beginning.
What did you do to my sister?
I ran into the young miss at the infirmary. I'd heard that she was suffering from quite the migraine, so I decided to invite her over for a cup of tea. I do have some teas in my collection that can work wonders against such an illness.
Stop joking around! Where did you take my siblings?
Did they actually do something kind of messed up?
I have also heard that your performances are quite the spectacle. Miss Lynette would sometimes enter a box filled with water, only to emerge the next second from another place altogether. Maybe she'll appear behind you right now if you were to turn your head.
Nope.
Is he trying to trick me into turning my head? He's probably not looking to attack me right now. All of the hostages are in his hands, and he's even in the mood for small talk. That means Lynette is probably still alive.
Piece it together. I guarantee she's like in a box or something. Like this is some kind of like deep thing. He's overthinking it.
You knew we were investigating the infirmary from
Right
the
beside
start.
him.
So you deliberately aroused the traveler's suspicions and baited us into continuing our investigation, just so
Wow.
that you'd be able to kidnap Lynette.
Wow. This is all a big long game.
As for Freminet,
The whole quest.
you probably didn't even interfere with Child's escape. You let him go,
Probably.
so you could purge the Fatui members that we had planted into your ranks.
That would make sense. And if you make noise up above about Child's problems, then we would have Nouvelette send us in, and then we would get trusted here, and then they would be baited into researching everything.
There was no need to do so.
Oh.
The fortress of Meropide is a pretty pleasant place. Most people enjoy their lives here. The only ones who act differently are those with personal agendas. It was quite easy to identify your colleagues.
You
Well.
removed our original members and spread the news of Child's escape so Father would assign our team to come down and investigate. Freminet has also fallen into your hands, right? If you're oh so omnipotent and so in control, why would you need hostages?
One correction. Lynette is in my hands right
Freminet.
now, but Freminet is not.
He's not. What do you really want?
Hey, we heard about the problems.
Oh, wonderful. Everyone is here, so I'll only need to say this once. Thank you so much for cooperating with me.
Oh dear God, where are the siblings?
Eager and to the point, I see. Alas, only Miss Lynette is currently having a cup of the fortress's finest tea. Although, as per your original plan, Mr. Freminet should also have returned to the fortress by now. But he has neither shown up within my gates, nor has he been taken into any kind of custody. So where do you think he may be right now?
This is like a really like you're being condescending.
Wait, you can't mean you locked him outside in the sea?
Bro, locked the door? He's been out there for days.
I closed the fortress's gate to the outside world. That's all.
So he can still float up, right? Like,
Freminet's a star diver, so he should be fine, right?
Paimon, you're so stupid. This is 2 days, sweetheart. You know how many days it's been? No, it's been more than that probably at this point.
We're still here, so he definitely tried to find a way to come back for us. So we can't assume he might have made a break for the surface.
But why would I do this, you may be asking? To have an audience with you, of course. My intel tells me that Mr. Lyney is a great magician, so it's only natural for me to want to have some cards of my own when it comes to negotiating.
True.
Besides, I do recall you mentioning to Miss Lynette that you've always wanted to have a face-to-face meeting with the Lord of the Fortress of Meropide.
Oh, here we go.
Regardless of whether it was in a personal or a professional capacity. Well, you got your wish.
Damn, bro.
So, you've
Punctual.
been keeping tabs on us before we even set foot in the fortress.
How? You don't go outside.
Some of my folks just happened to hear a thing or two, that's all. In any case, I will be straight with you. I was willing to play dumb and turn a blind eye, so we had a pleasant few days playing games.
I really trusted this guy.
But once you started focusing on the Forbidden Zone, all of that changed. Mr. Lyney, the cards are stacked against you right now.
Good one, dude.
Miss Lynette is in my hands.
Good
and
one.
Mr. Freminet is still slowly being pickled out there in the brine.
You get it?
You know just as well as I that he cannot last out there forever.
But he can return to the surface if he needs to. You're just saying, like, in the wilderness, he wouldn't either. You're like, surely he's not just like in water for days.
You need do but one thing to guarantee their safety. I would like you to contact your superior, and ideally invite her over for a cup of tea with me.
Oh, here we
You
go.
wanna see Father? But why should she bother giving you an audience?
Because your siblings are gonna die, dummy.
Well, if she cares for the well-being of her dearest children,
Which
she should have
she
plenty of
does.
motivation to join me for a parents' evening.
Wow.
I've heard that the bonds between the members of the House of the Hearth are like the bonds of family. I don't see why she would refuse.
She doesn't seem like the type to actually fake family,
Why
right?
did you think Father
Family.
sent us to handle the fortress of Meropide? This place is basically a no man's land. It wouldn't be fitting for anyone as important as a harbinger like Father to come here in person.
Oh, I see. So it's because she doesn't care for my place here. That's such a shame. After all, I've amassed quite the tea collection. I was looking forward to sharing it with her. Both Monsieur Neuvillette and Lady Furina have already received many samples as gifts.
I'm trying to... Does he literally mean tea?
Was this the extent of your master plan to get to Father? No matter how much
He was a
pressure you may
criminal
put on
before.
me, I won't allow you to use us to blackmail her.
I don't know what's going on now, man.
Really are difficult to get along with.
Damn.
All I'm asking for is a face-to-face conversation. Does she truly have no interest in the fortress's secret?
Probably not.
Mr. Lyney, you have one last chance to invite your father here. If you refuse...
You'll what? Say it. No, say what you're gonna do. You gonna kick the cat out the hat?
Lyney!
Lynette won't be around?
Instead of asking why I'm doing this, why don't you try to see things from my perspective for a second? From the very beginning, the Fatui has been actively infiltrating my fortress.
Just Child did, I'm pretty sure, right? Just him.
I gave you a warning by cutting off the first few operatives I found, but that only caused you to double down.
Oh, this is
Had
even
you
before.
given
This is
up
even
on the
more.
fortress then and there, I'd have no
Okay.
reason to want to talk.
I see why he has a problem, because this is a long-going operative mission for many different people.
Mr. Freminet left the fortress on his own, and Miss Lynette tried to pry out my secrets right in front of me. No matter how you look at it, the responsibility for this falls on you.
I gotta feel as if the Oratrice has something to do with this too. Maybe the secrets here lead to the greater secrets of all of justice in Fontaine, because he has all of the deepest secrets here that even the Fatui would want to know about. Maybe. I don't know what else it could mean too. Maybe like prophecy information, stuff like that. Also, his ass looks great right now.
I shouldn't ask Father to do anything because of us.
6, 5.
Whoa, okay, you are not counting down from 6 right now. What am I, a child?
Wait,
Okay, we said 3. You have 2 seconds to get your ass in the car. 2, 1.
1.
Okay. We gotta tea. We gotta have some tea.
Time's up. It really is a shame, Mr. Lyney.
What?
Wriothesley!
Negotiations have broken down.
Oh my God!
Please
wait.
leave, ladies and gentlemen. It's time for my afternoon tea.
Bro, let me think about it. Damn. Can we not just talk a little more? Like.
Yeah, listen to the traveler. If you can't talk to Lyney, can you at least talk to us?
Exactly.
You do realize that I'm only letting you go because of Neuvillette, yes? You're here helping him out, and I've already done my best to stay out of your way.
No wonder he was so nice to us day one.
That doesn't mean you can just do whatever you want.
Damn, the
Fortress may be
manipulation.
small and remote, but it still has its own set of laws.
Please spare Freminet and Lynette, my friends. He's thinking about it. Maybe. No.
And how about this? Those who are capable deserve respect. You've spent quite some time investigating my home turf by now, so why don't you tell me a thing or two about what you found,
Well, it's really hard to get good meals around here.
I'll ask you 3 questions. Answer all of them correctly, and I'll agree to your request.
Oh, no.
Question 1. Regarding the hidden rules of the production zone, what is the truth behind the one about not being allowed to work for 3 days in a row?
I can't believe he's asking about the hidden rules. If I recall correctly, if you keep working without rest during lunch hour of the 3rd day, you'll find a portion of strange meat. Okay, I don't have to answer it. It's a good thing that we've already run a thorough investigation on this. Let's see if I can remember all the clues. Oh, I do have to piece. Oh, damn. Okay, well, I'm gonna be a murderer if I can't figure this out. All right, if you break the hidden rules of the production zone, your welfare meal might contain some strange meat. Okay.
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch. But what could Sigewinne be doing during that time? The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons.
Wow.
Meanwhile, the Duke believes that only idiots who don't understand the value of coupons would spend them on Fonta.
I never realized how important the first quest actually was. Because I was going through it like, like, okay, why do I care about Fonta? These like little rumors. Wow, they were important.
We often see Miss Sigewinne observing the prisoners at work near the production zone. It seems like she can perceive the general state of a person's health just by looking at them.
I remember all of this, by the way.
Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial
This is unimportant.
of an unnamed and unpackaged product. The research note said
Well,
that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans.
That's not important.
Because of that, according to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it.
Okay.
The company must want a return on their investment as well.
All right, who will see it if you keep working continuously? Feel as if
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch.
Sigewinne.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons.
I think it's this one or this one. Let's see
We
here.
often see Miss Sigewinne observing the prisoners at work in the production zone.
Oh, it's this one. It's this one. That's easy. Okay, boom, easy. Under what circumstances does the strange meat appear?
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty. The Fonta promoter has been struggling.
What was this
The
one?
research note said that the Melusine race. We often see Miss Sigewinne observing.
Oh my God, they're all the same
Fonta's
ones.
Internal reports suggest that there's.
Okay, hold on. What happens if you violate the production rules of meat? Who will see if you keep working? Melusine. Why does the strange meat appear the way it does? Fonta company new product.
The research note said that the Fonta's internal reports suggest that they're starting a new trial.
Product has to undergo trial because Fonta's players have a lot of reservations about it. Okay.
Fonta's internal reports.
Under what circumstances does the strange meat appear?
According to Collins, the Pancration tournament only took place because the Fonta company sponsored it. The research note said that the
What's this one?
Fonta's internal reports suggest.
Okay, hold on. My brain is like, you guys see this? You see the smoke coming out of my head right now? Oh my god. My smoke alarm's about to go off.
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty for the half hour just before lunch.
Boom. Okay. Why does the strange me appear the way it does?
The research note said that the Melusine race perceives the world very differently from humans. According to Collins,
This one or this one?
The Fonta promoter has been...
Okay.
According to Collins, the pancreation...
Okay, what the I didn't even think the Melusines mattered here.
Said
Fine, I got it. First try. Chad, you're gonna edit that out, right? You're gonna make it look good, Chad, right?
The hidden rule of the production zone. People are not supposed to work 3 days in a row, and if they do, they'll get strange meat in their welfare meal.
When did she get that? When did she put that back on? Detective Paimon's back, everybody. She's got one more in her.
At first, we thought this strange meat must have something to do with the people who disappeared. But in reality, they were all prepared by Sigewinne, the head nurse.
Who we know now is actually not the nicest little Melusine ever.
She often visits the production zone to observe the workers' health and makes
Very
a note of
manipulative.
anyone who has worn themselves out after 3 full days of work.
I can't believe she's wearing this right now.
Out of her sense of duty as the head nurse, as well as her genuine concern for the workers' health, Sigewinne visits the cafeteria right before lunch and cooks an extra dish for those who can use the stamina boost.
What if she's the cannibal?
Sigewinne has only the best intentions with her surprise gift and doesn't want anyone to find out about what she does. However, unfortunately, Melusines as a race perceive the world differently from humans, and their sense of aesthetics is even more alien to us.
So that hence why the meat is blue.
The recipients of her lovingly prepared special meals cannot taste the care within and usually just freak out.
What if it's actually like human meat we've been eating?
Are we on the right track?
Not bad. You've uncovered Sigewinne's secret and even guessed her intentions correctly as well. It's nice to know that her efforts have not gone unacknowledged.
Y'all been working together for this.
All right, now for my next question. There are also some hidden rules in the pancreation ring.
Oh, here we
including the one
go
that you're not allowed
again.
to support both sides of a fight. Why is that?
Well, you'll lose money for one thing. Okay, I remember you get the blood. Yes, the blood. And the answer should be, okay, if you violate the hidden rules of the pancreation ring, you'll receive a bag of strange blood-colored fluid. Okay.
I've been told that the infirmary is always empty.
Oh,
for
it's the
half
same
hour
ones
just before
again.
lunch.
Okay. Let's go to pancreation
The
here.
research note said that the Melusine race, according to Collins,
Okay, this is the one.
the
Fonta
Fonta promoter has been
sponsors.
struggling because
This one. The other ones I didn't
internal
use.
We often see Miss Sigewinne observing the prisoner.
Not that one.
The Fonta promoter has been struggling because he doesn't recognize the real value of coupons. Meanwhile, the
First try. Let's go. Okay. Actual first try.
Paimon gets this rule too now, so there really was nothing to be afraid of. That hidden rule of the pancreation ring is about how, people are not supposed to bet on both boxers at the same time. And if they do, they'll receive a package containing a strange blood-colored liquid. People get scared when they see it because they've subconsciously begun to associate it with the missing boxer. But really, it's just a bottle of the latest yet-to-be-named and packaged new Fonta trial product.
Oh. Well, that makes sense.
A blood-red drink.
Oh.
It's no wonder even Fonta's own staff were questioning the company's decision-making.
That doesn't feel like a very viable thing to not go through like a production line.
The company, facing backlash from its own staff, decided to try to trial the product on a smaller scale to see how it might be received by customers.
Have you guys what is a red soda out there? Can someone like Kool-Aid? That's loved.
They came to the fortress of Meropide and offered to sponsor the pancreation tournament so they could push their new product. But the Duke completely refused to even entertain the idea.
He's like, damn it, you figured me out.
The Duke, knowing how valuable coupons are in the fortress, knew that only
Cheerwine.
total idiots who didn't understand their true value would bother buying a Fonta product here.
No, Kool-Aid's not a soda, but like Cheerwine is.
So, only those who proved their stupidity by being dumb enough to bet on two opposing sides of the same match were selected to receive the drinks.
Oh.
I acknowledge the effort you've put into bringing the truth of this mystery to light.
He's
Although,
so
based on your
fine.
description, that Fonta promoter is a bit too careless with his words. I may just reconsider my collaboration with the company. All right, and here's the final question. What's the
What do you mean by
secret
that?
behind our head nurse and all of her patients in the infirmary?
Now, this one I do not know. We have not got enough answers for that. She just randomly started. She snapped. She's not who she says she was.
Stop your cruel and pointless games, Wriothesley. You know that we haven't finished our investigation, so there's no way we can answer the last question. The thought of sparing Lynette and Freminet never even crossed your mind.
Lyney?
You'll pay for this!
Oh, shit. He's ready to throw it. Oh! Oh! Huh?
Lyney, are you alright?
Did you do that to him, or is that somebody else?
Oh, close one. I owe you, Sigewinne. That was a fantastic shot.
It was nothing, Your Grace.
She got the cotton candy clock Glock.
Though this gun may look like a toy, it's actually fully functional, as I just demonstrated.
Sigewinne.
Are you an accomplice?
Not at all. I am merely a resident of the fortress, and thus protecting it is my duty. When Monsieur Nervilette asked me to come here,
Shot him.
he told me that my job would be to take care of the well-being of everyone here. I am merely discharging my duties. But if you mean what you just said, then isn't Lyney someone you should be looking after as well? Isn't he a resident here just like the rest of us?
I feel like Melusines can be easily manipulated in this case. If she really means that, and she's like, oh, I have one purpose of duty in life, and this is my purpose of duty, and it got manipulated because it's like the definition of it got changed. If you're close to Neuvillette, why not learn a thing or two about virtue from him?
But I really am just doing what Monsieur Nervilette told me to do. Everything I did, I've done to protect them. Had I not, they would be in far more dire straits right now.
Or you're saying you could have killed him if you wanted to.
His Grace knows it too, right? Your Grace? Mind proving my innocence to them?
She still just seems so cute in this moment where she's like trying to get her way out of shooting a man.
My dear Sigewinne, whatever shall I do with you? Would it have killed you to just wait another minute or two?
Well, it's nearly time after all. The way you do things can be truly frustrating sometimes, Your Grace.
What?
I figured I should try to talk some sense into you.
I don't know what's happening.
What are you talking about? What time?
Now I'm more confused.
Take me if you want. Let them go.
How touching. Can you just give me one more minute?
Oh my god, bro said, we do not care.
Don't be like that, Your Grace.
We do not care.
All right, everyone, calm down. 2 more visitors will be arriving any time now.
2?
I'll go get a cup of tea. Miss Sigewinne, I leave Miss Lynette in your care.
2 more visitors?
What are you doing?
I believe I hear footsteps.
Those are heavy footsteps. Like clacking. The door opens. A familiar figure busts into the room.
Some space, please.
This quest is actually good now! Actually good quest, finally.
Ah, Miss Clarence.
Oh, let's go.
My door.
W quest. W quest.
Freminet.
Okay, she got him tied up. He didn't die. Spam W quest now. She is the best.
What's going on? What is Clarence doing here?
She doing whatever the hell she want to, Paimon. All right, sit down and listen.
Work.
Damn! She said, work, bitch. You ever heard of it?
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Lyney. The paralyzing effect will begin to wear off soon. Please take it easy in the meantime, though.
I'm sorry about shooting you, Mr. Lyney.
What happened to Freminet? Wasn't he diving just outside of the fortress? Why is he looking like this?
Oh, symptoms? What's wrong?
A flushed face, an accelerated pulse. He must have consumed primordial seawater.
What did you say?
He consumed it like it was out there?
Please, make some space. I'll need to give Mr. Freminet a more thorough checkup. Your Grace, I'll leave the rest to you.
Damn, Clorinde. I'm trying to feel bad for Freminet, but you're just standing there. Dude, okay, but when the primordial seawater touched, I think it was girls from Fontaine, they disappear. Was it just girls or was it guys too? I don't remember, but I mean, it's like the no-no juice across the board, obviously. It's just the no-no juice.
I'll talk to Clorinde while you get Freminet to where he needs to
Clearly,
be.
he didn't
Everything
disappear.
else
Oh,
can wait.
anyone. Okay, so he's not turned into water at least. They're not from here, right? Try to understand the situation of the people around. Hey, Gloria, I'm trying to understand your situation.
What's that look on your face?
I guess it
gotta
depends on
make
the
good time
concentration.
On the way back.
Oh, I'm just admiring your punctuality.
Damn!
Had you arrived
too.
just a few minutes later, Sigewinne may have been forced to shoot Mr. Lyney again. How's the situation out there?
The outfit is absurdly good.
The water has changed. It's pretty much as expected. The concentration of primordial seawater has increased significantly.
She sounds kind of similar to how like a Raiden Shogun would even speak.
I was only out there a short time, so it wasn't too bad.
A little lower
But
though.
if one were to stay for any significant amount of time, well, you can see how that boy's doing.
She's very like power position leader oriented with the tone.
Where was
That's kind of what I mean by that.
The abandoned zone at the end of the pipes. A good distance into the water.
I hope she synergizes well with Raiden. I would
Closer
love to
than I
have the
thought.
team out of them too.
He must have
And Sarah.
recognized it early on and tried desperately to swim back.
Mono Electro.
Locking the door was necessary. I don't think we could have saved two.
Huh?
Well, I did try to convince him that I had my reasons. Never seems to work, though.
It would probably work on Neuvillette. He has a knack
Neuvillette.
for picking out who had good intentions, even when the outcomes were all terrible.
Dear Lord above, those buttons are holding back the Hoover Dam.
It's a bad sign if you're having to plead your case to Neuvillette. Want some tea?
I don't ever trust him when he says the word tea.
Not particularly. If you want to drink some that badly, just say so.
Fine, I'd like to get some tea. Want me to get you a cup too, since I've already made it?
He's tea obsessed, I see now. I've heard him say tea more times. Like, take a shot every time he mentions the word
Might
tea.
as well then, I suppose. Actually, do you have a towel? I would like to dry my hair.
Oh. Yeah, Genshin knows exactly what they're doing. He doesn't even want Sigewinne to help. Well, yeah, of course, she just shot him, of course. Sigewinne's examining Freminet carefully. She doesn't look too upset, which is a good sign. Or maybe she doesn't care.
These symptoms are probably caused by an acute ingestion of a large amount of primordial seawater. Still, his condition is not critical.
Acute means small. Acute ingestion of a large amount. Does that sound it's like mess anybody else's brain up?
Of course, it would be best if he stayed for further observation. Let's
Was he
leave him here for
swimming
now
in it?
and move him to the infirmary once he's recovered a bit more. Sorry.
My boy.
I am aware that the infirmary may not be your favorite place in the world at the moment. We do only have a single clinic in the fortress.
My
however.
poor boy.
Why would he ingest a large amount of primordial seawater after leaving the fortress? How could that possibly happen?
Please, look after Mr. Freminet for the moment. I'll go fetch some medicine and a respirator. Oh, I'll bring Miss Lynette back with me.
Where is she? How is she right now?
Bridget says it so casually.
Oh, she just took a nap in an empty room after I tranquilized her. If my calculations are correct, she should also be waking up right around now. You might not believe me, but His Grace and I actually made some snacks and tea for her.
Oh, so he meant that literally. And he's finally begun to stop tensing the muscles on his face. It seems that he trusts Sigewinne just a little bit. Wow, that was a tense scene.
Lyney, are you okay?
No, man, he almost lost both of his only siblings. Paimon, what do you think, genius?
I'll be fine. They're all here now. Don't worry about me.
He's actually a really selfless brother. This guy really cares more about his family than anybody in the world.
Are you sure? You don't look all right.
Look a little pale. Where are they going? What the?
My hands and feet are still a bit weak, but that's probably just the residual effects of the tranquilizer shot.
I'm back, everyone.
Okay, well, she casually just comes walking up. Does she know what happened here? How did you manage to tranquilize her?
Lyney! Oh, Traveler, Paimon, you're here too.
Hi, Lynette. And your brother.
Is he...
He'll be fine. But for now, please help me lift him up.
Lyney and Lynette immediately come to Freminet to help him lift up. Good morning, little guy. It's us, your family. Back out.
His breathing's beginning to slow down.
Give me a hand and help me get him to the infirmary.
Yeah, I'll take him from this side. Lynette, together?
On it. Traveler, you seem pretty worried about him. Want to come with us?
Yeah, can you promise you're not gonna shoot anybody else? Can you like make me that promise with your little pinky? Yeah, do you have pinky finger? You do. Give me a pinky. No more shootings,
Duke
Sigewinne.
and Clarande are gone.
Where'd they go? Huh?
They probably went to get some tea.
Huh?
The Duke will explain the truth in just a bit. Miss Clarande will need a break, since she only just returned from rescuing Freminet out of the sea.
Hey, oh! Clarande saved Freminet. What just happened? They're having sex. What, guys? Oh my God! I can't love. Never mind. Sorry. I just could never stand the thought of you with him. I'm not jealous, by the way. We're just friends. Oh dear God. He's up.
He's awake. Freminet, how do you feel?
Lyney. Lynette.
We're all here.
Hey, it's okay, Bucko.
Where am I?
Bro, gotta be hella confused.
The infirmary at the fortress of Meropide, Mr. Freminet. And you are no longer in any danger.
Because I won't be shooting you. Thanks, Sigewinne.
How do you feel? Don't push yourself if you're not feeling up to it.
Traveler. Paimon. It's been so long.
How you doing, buddy?
The sea. There's something wrong with the seawater.
Oh, he's about to pass out again.
Shh, it's okay. We can talk about it after you've recovered.
If he doesn't die first.
No, listen to me. This is really serious. There's primordial seawater mixed into the regular seawater. I don't know why it's there, but no one should touch it.
What happened after you sucked into the pipes?
Pipes.
Bro barely remembers the pipes at this point.
Right, the pipes. It's all coming back to me now.
Okay, he goes into the pipes. We haven't heard any word of child yet, by the way. The pipes. The pipes.
I'm in. Seems like this pipe hasn't been used in a long time. It looks abandoned.
Where's Mr. Worldwide?
Where
platforms.
could Mr. Child be?
Do we get to trial Freminet? Oh, it's just him. Okay. I like this. This is cool. So I literally don't know how he works at all. He's a claim. Ooh. Is that his dedicated weapon? What is this weapon? That can't be, right? I don't think I've ever seen this weapon in my life. I don't play a lot of Claymore users anyways. C3, okay, same old, same old. They're not changing much these days. Okay, so the little guy ticks up somehow. I don't remember how. But it's a couple different attacks. We'll see how he plays as we go. Ew, that glider. Can I change that? Ugh, I can't. Okay, whatever. We go to the bottom and we drop an attack. Pop in the pipes with style. The little penguin, dude, is so cute. So cute. Whoa.
This mechanism looks like it's been tampered with. Could he have done it?
Could child, he means? Oh, here we go with the puzzles again. Okay, and this one go up too. Rotate. Rotate over, up. Up, climb, up. Yes, okay, got it. Speed run. I do like this second quest infinitely more already, even though we're like still got a little under an hour to go probably. It's just way more interesting with the stakes. I can see how the other one was the setup. Everybody was right. Everybody was right about the whole setup thing. Can I like... Oh, that's not gonna work. How do I do this at all? Oh, there's another one here. I didn't notice there's a path. Let me grab this.
It's getting stuck on something. Seems like I'll have to avoid those obstacles while I turn it.
Obstacles? It's being obstructed. Oh, I'm probably gonna have to lower then turn, no? Lower? Turn, raise. Yeah, I see. Turn, raise. I swear to God, this is a whole like domain of puzzles. My brain's gonna explode. I need to have it rise up in a way that I can reach it though, which would be here. Wait, how does that make sense? It's gotta actually... Oh, never mind, I'm so dumb. I see. My bad. It was there. Sorry.
Alright,
what's up with this?
Starts. Okay. Master Child probably dived into the water.
Master Child, how respectful he is of his title and everything, because he's from the Fatous.
The vegetation here is a bit more sparse. These traces aren't natural. A person must have left them, and recently. There are traces here too. I need to keep going.
I love how he's diving with no equipment on either.
The traces are gone, but I don't see where he could have gone from here.
It's like cut off. Huh?
Wait, what the?
The primordial seawater.
My heart is racing, and it's getting harder and harder to breathe.
Oh no, buddy.
What's going on? No good. I have to get back.
He's so close.
I still don't know anything about what's going on. If I turn back right now, I should still be able to make it.
No. He needs gear on. Exactly. Alright, well, I am poisoned with the primordial seawater. Let's return quickly, they say. Go faster. I'm losing health. Uh-oh. Oh, I have food and everything, though. It's okay.
I can't die here.
Oh.
This is bad. I'm feeling worse and worse, and I'm still underwater. I have to push on.
Come on, little oh, he's out. Huh? Who was that? Oh, is that Chlorinde? I think it was Chlorinde. For a second, thought it was Senora. I swear to God, I saw like the head thing she has. I was like, what the fuck? It's Chlorinde. She also has like a tall hat.
So, in other words, the trail you were following vanished, and you had no idea where Master Child could have gone. But there was also no obvious place for him to have disappeared to.
That's right. I tried my best to swim back, but I had already put some distance between myself and the fortress, and I just couldn't find the strength to keep going. I probably passed out some time after that, and you know the rest.
Miss Chlorinde brought you back, but we also don't know why she just suddenly appeared at the fortress, or why she went out to save you.
Miss Chlorinde, you say? I must go thank her in person.
You're still too weak, Freminet. You can go after you've had some more rest.
He's such a nice guy. He wants to do the most for people, but then like his siblings have to keep him in line.
Miss Lynette is right.
He really has to prove himself.
I believe Miss Chlorinde will stay here as a guest for another few days, so there's no need to hurry. A
guest. Then I can assume Wriothesley was the one who invited her to come down here?
Wriothesley had to be aware of everything. Like, we still don't know what he is trying to put the sugar in her tea for.
You should ask His Grace about that. He'll be able to explain better than me.
But can you give me like a rough Spark Notes version so I don't have to like travel over there?
It's about time he actually told us what's going on. Wanna come with us, Lyney?
Huh.
Please go on without me. I don't want to leave just yet.
Lyney.
You good, man?
The logical part of my brain is aware that we're safe right now, but I still can't bring myself to leave. Both of you are just in danger.
He's got to watch over them. How could it happen again?
Understood. Then let's just sit together for a while.
In that case, I'll leave the infirmary to you. The Traveler and I are going to head out for now. As long as you stay in here, I don't think you'll be disturbed.
Thank you.
I can see why he feels very, very scared of leaving. Dang, bro. Is that the entire quest? Oh, no, there's more. There's more.
Excuse me.
Hi there. Do you have a gun on you?
I take it Mr. Freminet's condition has stabilized?
His tone is like back up. He doesn't sound like a villain anymore.
Of course. I wouldn't have left the infirmary otherwise.
I've been expecting those two, but might I inquire as to the purpose of your visit, Miss Sigewinne?
I wanted to check up on Miss Cloran. How are you feeling?
She's gonna be here for a couple days. Oh yeah, a little business trip for a couple days, huh?
Mostly fine, I think.
Damn, bro. Man, that's like a really good. It's like a Caitlyn-esque character from Arcane.
If you don't mind, I'd like to perform another quick physical exam. It'll just take a few minutes.
Sigewinne, I got this one.
All right. Thank you for looking out for me.
It's okay, Sigewinne.
I'll take my leave for now, then.
The doctor's here. It's okay, Sigewinne.
Well, want to explain yourself, Wriothesley?
Yeah, buddy. Why did you let him get shot?
Of course, but I'm not partial to the word choice of explain. How about enlighten?
Your whole tone went like a bajillion times darker.
Where should I begin? How about you start by asking me any questions you have? You can start with whichever one you'd like to get answered the most.
Then Paimon will begin. Did you know about Lyney's goals from the very beginning?
Probably.
No.
No?
I just knew they were Fatui operatives sent to the fortress by
That's
the
true.
Nave. As for their specific goals, I only figured those out as you made progress.
I thought the conversation kind of went along the lines of there was been multiple Fatui trying to figure out what's going on in here for years. Or maybe I misunderstood it.
You managed to monitor and stay ahead of them even though you didn't know what they were trying to do?
They came here with ulterior motives. I'm quite adept at discerning what that kind of behavior signals.
Why didn't you stop them?
Initially, I thought their goal was just to investigate Child's disappearance. Lyney suggested that I had deliberately let him escape, but in truth, I didn't really do anything special to help or hinder him while he was here. Everything he did, from finding helpers to leaving this place, he did on his own.
Thanks. So Lyney's actually pretty good with it. Additionally, I feel like Lyney and Lynette would have put so little suspicion on them for walking into a jail like this if they had just worn normal people clothes. Walking in with a top hat and a cat hat, cat ears, and performer suits definitely does not help your case.
That the Nave would make
You're
a big
eye-catching.
deal out of her fellow harbinger's unexplained disappearance.
It's like a recent thing that they've been investigating this. Okay,
I'm
I
quite
see.
Curious about where that harbinger went. So I figured I might as well let the Fatui do their own investigative work. All I care about is the answer.
He didn't know?
So you were hoping Lyney's group would just do your work for you.
Bro acted like he knew.
You make it sound like that's a bad thing. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned. I assume that Freminet has told you already, the ratio of primordial seawater around the fortress of Meropide is on the rise.
Somebody's dumping it in.
Forbidden Zone has always been Lyney's target, and you got roped into that investigation after running into him. I began to intervene out of concern for your safety, and also to prevent the fortress from becoming entangled in more irksome matters.
Are the rumors true? That you're also a former criminal?
What crime did he commit to get here? And how did he rise at the top?
Why would you put it like that? Isn't staying here all day and serving as the manager of the fortress a kind of sentence unto itself?
Damn.
Another form of prison. I just happen to have some support from the rest of the inmates. That's all.
Oh, so it's like a democracy.
Oh, right. Paimon wanted to ask, who invited Cloran down here?
Me, of course. I paid her good Mora to come down to the fortress for some field work.
Huh?
As a
I will
champion
continue.
duelist, Miss Cloran
Oh,
can be considered
yeah.
to be an independent party. I needed to find an exceptionally capable person to help me get through the impending crisis.
Impending crisis that it is impending. Why do they just move on their own? Do you guys see what I'm seeing? They just move. What is this video game? They just move.
And saving Freminet was part of that crisis?
You can think of it like that, yes. Credit where credit is due, that boy is quite adept at diving. Had conditions not been as hostile as they were, he probably would have found the missing Harbinger already.
So the Forbidden Zone really does exist.
That's not something you should be asking after. Neuvillette only asked you to investigate Child's whereabouts.
Okay, so you basically just said yes, you dummy. You could have just lied to me and say no, and I would have never asked again, but because you said that, I'm gonna ask more.
All I need to prove to you is that the Forbidden Zone had nothing to do with the Harbinger's disappearance. That should be clear now that you've spoken to Freminet.
Somebody said, quick, what color are her eyes? Bro, I don't know. Purple? Maybe?
But we've already uncovered that there's something wrong with the infirmary, and we've answered a bunch of questions that you threw at us. Isn't it about time that you answer our last question in return?
You make a compelling case. Do you really want to know the answer that badly?
Yes, that's why we went through all of this.
Yeah, Paimon really wants to know.
Even if the truth may not be pleasant?
Huh? Huh?
Follow me.
Huh? Follow me where? Wriothesley? Where are you bringing me? Your secret dungeon? Bro has it downstairs. This is where you keep the secret place? Okay.
Door
Well.
here? And a whole basement behind it? Huh. You're pretty good at hiding stuff, Wriothesley.
It's a whole basement for activities.
It seems you've forgotten just what kind of place the Fortress of Meropide is.
It's a very secret, hard to understand place with a lot of nooks and crannies. Whoa, big doors.
Stand on the central plate.
What is a red room?
Wait, is there a secret mechanism or?
Where you guys? Oh. It's just an elevator under the door, under the stairwell. Okay, here we go, even further down.
So, this is the Forbidden Zone? Honestly, for a place so well hidden, Paimon sure doesn't see anything special.
And that is another door.
There are 3 such isolation gates in total. Generally speaking, I'm the only one who's allowed to go inside. Hence the name Forbidden Zone.
So, what's the point if only you can go in there?
Am I correct to assume you're going to run on back and tell your little Fatui friends everything?
Probably not.
Well, Paimon wasn't thinking of keeping anything from them.
Something else, I just blabber all of the things you tell me.
Well, I'd advise you wait until you've seen the whole truth of this place for yourself before deciding whether or not to tell them.
Okay, let's see if it's actually something good. Also, predictions right here. Predictions right here. I think that this is going to have something to do with the Oratrice de Mécanique d'Analyse Eau Claire. I forget what it's called. Was I close at least? Was I close? Stand back. Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Catanel. It's that important that 4 doors block it off.
Oh, they all just went up one by one.
What is in the middle of the room?
Go on, have a look.
Oh, Monka. The room is really empty with nothing here, which is quite strange on its own. There's a device smack dab in the middle of the room, which looks like some kind of massive sluice gate. I don't know what that word means.
I've been interested in what lies beyond that gate ever since I assumed leadership of the Fortress of Meropide. Of course, it would be unwise to recklessly open it. but it'd also be risky and negligent to simply ignore any potential danger that could be behind it.
Who told you about this room? How did they find it?
The readings on that dashboard have not budged since the day when I first laid eyes on this place. But over the past year, the needle has crept upwards from its original position, likely because some parameter it's been tracking has changed, if only infinitesimally.
Infinitesimally is the most insane word I've ever heard in my life. Bro invented that.
Normally I would have ignored it, but I happened to have some free time when I noticed it, so I investigated.
Infinitesimally? Are you kidding me?
What the reading could be tracking?
Probably the water pressure.
Very reasonable guesses. I've considered both of those as well. Unfortunately, our dashboard is tracking something less ordinary. The temperature should vary with weather and climate changes, so for something that rarely shifts, the water pressure is more likely. We ran a few tests to increase the pressure from the outside, but the readings didn't change at all.
So slowly ticking up.
Later on, a few more possibilities occurred to me, such as a potential connection with the primordial sea. I began to make a few preparations based on that hypothesis. Over the past few days, the needle has moved again. With that, and the symptoms that Freminet displayed after leaving the fortress, I can now confidently conclude that the readings represent the concentration of primordial seawater.
Oh, man. So the whole thing's going to become primordial, and if it... Oh, this makes sense. Primordial in large sums, bad water for Fontanians. If the water overflows and it all goes across the city, every Fontanian will be destroyed. Every Fontaine will be evaporated. That's really the problem. It's not just the water drowning everybody. It's the primordial sea being in the water at a crazy level. The prophecy is that. So we got two problems now. We got to figure out how to stop a flood or cure the water.
Concentration of primordial seawater? But we're already under the sea.
Yeah, okay, but you're missing the point.
That is precisely the problem. We're at the bottom of the sea, and now we're surrounded by toxic seawater. Somehow, primordial seawater got mixed in, and the concentration is steadily rising.
If it went everywhere across Teyvat, it wouldn't destroy everybody. It'd just destroy Fontanians, but it would probably cause a lot of infrastructure problems in every region. Like, a lot of people would die just drowning, I guess. Primordial seawater is continually leaking to the sea.
That's very likely.
Oh, man. So they'll just literally dissolve, like quite literally.
But forget about the two of us. Not even Neuvillette knows where the primordial sea could be, much less where we could find and plug a leak.
Why did she cut her sentence off like that? Plug a leak. Oh.
Seems like you figured it out.
Oh, because she had an epiphany.
I believe the primordial sea lies directly beneath this sluice gate. For some reason, the primordial seawater levels have risen significantly, and it's now very close to us.
So when this seal breaks, the fortress of Meropide will be the first thing to drown, and it'll only go up from the bottom plug.
The indicators are now red.
Oh.
Although the gate still stands, some primordial seawater has already leaked out and mixed into the sea around us.
It's gonna bust. Quite literally bust.
If this continues, soon it will no longer be able to hold back the primordial sea at all.
And if the primordial sea is leaking through, if the gate fails or falls, the all Fontaine will fall with it. Oh, damn. Okay.
Yeah, you know what the
That's
legends say.
bad.
If this place falls, then everyone in Fontaine will be turned into puddles in the span of a night.
But that's just too weird. Why would the fortress of Meropide be built right above a sluice gate for the primordial sea? Who built this place anyway?
I'm not gonna lie, Paimon kind of cooking here. What the fuck, man?
Your expression tells me you think this might be part of a vast, complicated conspiracy. To be honest, you might find the actual answer may be exceedingly boring.
Right.
It's just that the secret of the Forbidden Zone had been long forgotten by the nation before I rediscovered it with my research.
I'm glad he's not actually very evil. I felt like he was gonna be for a little while there.
There's no single founder of the Fortress of Meropide in any traditional sense. What we know about its history has been left to us by the people who used to live here.
For so much time.
When the previous Hydro Archon, Egeria, ruled the land, all convicted criminals from Fontaine were exiled. The people drove the criminals away like a wolf pack chasing away the banished. The criminals received no sympathy of any kind from the people.
Wow.
They were exiled to the desolate seaside, where they experienced only pain, struggle, and the bone-chilling cold.
Wow.
Some of them began to repent. and prayed to the Hydro Archon, asking if there was still anything they could do. The Hydro Archon took pity on them and said, "You may go guard my secret, deep underneath the waves."
This is a secret that only the old Hydro Archon knew about.
And so, leaning on the power of the Hydro Archon, they gathered underneath the sea and began to build a fortress.
Okay, I see.
Became a community down there in the deeps, and over the years helped it to grow.
So the origin here is by the command of the old Archon to keep them out of exile or being punished.
As the number of exiles increased, more and more people joined.
All's coming together now.
When the first group of exiles died, they left the yet unfinished fortress to their successors.
This makes a lot of sense.
The Hydro Archon continued to lend her support, allowing the fortress and what it stood for to continue growing ever larger. Before long, this dark underwater fortress became the sinner's only home.
All in all, the writing here has been very good. How it's tying together now. Like from moment one with Nouvellette, this has all come back.
That, the people here stopped referring to the fortress as a prison. They saw themselves as repenting sinners who would regain their freedom once they had sufficiently redeemed themselves.
Like even how like the prison opened up and stuff. It's so sealed.
People also
Has to be.
realized that the fortress was a lonely place. Once they had gotten used to life here, they could no longer feel comfortable living in the overworld. Once they had finished serving their sentences, some people left and some others chose to stay. They'd find some idle position and let their withered souls fade away with the ancient secrets of the past. After many, many centuries, few people still remember the reason for the fortress's founding. Now they just see it as an integral pillar of Fontainian society, as the place where criminals deserve to be sent. Now and again, researchers manage to break one law or another and live out their days in the fortress. I learned all this from an elderly historian. Everyone else just thought he'd made it all up.
Wow.
But now you know every part of that history is true.
So safeguarding the secret is big, obviously, because what if somebody wants to sabotage it? And there's no real reason to tell anybody this. Because, like, what do you do? Do you just build, like, another strong seal on top of the seal? Like, at what point?
Indeed.
What do you do?
Just as the prophecy says. If this gate fails, then everyone will be dissolved into the sea.
This is kind of like literally in front of us. You have to believe this.
To be frank, not really. But sadly, that hasn't stopped this prophecy from proving all too accurate. Prophecies are troublesome things. Just hearing one will create the first wave of panic. Seeing signs of it will bring about the second, and actually witnessing it in real time, the third.
Man, so as the Duke of Meropide, just what do you plan to do about it?
Let's go somewhere else. I want to show you something.
I bet he's got another like reinforcing tool or maybe a purification attempt. Something to help stop. I don't know. Like, it's going to be a crazy finale to this region whenever it does hit.
Your Grace, perfect timing. The results from our last round of experiments have...
Wait, Junior, he's not alone.
Huh? Lorvine and Jurier?
Bro also didn't notice they weren't alone with me. That's why they're together. Maybe they're still hooking up though. Who knows?
No need to panic, you two. I've already told them about our plan.
Alright, so they're in on it. Okay.
What? After you warned us not to tell a single soul about any of this?
He just outed himself.
I'm skeptical as well. Are you sure they are trustworthy?
Actually, I think that I don't know if we can trust them
The
yet.
results speak for themselves, don't they? These two may already know more than you could ever imagine.
All right then, if Your Grace insists.
Burn.
They seem harmless enough, so I'll trust them for now.
Well, how about some
You're not in charge.
reintroductions? This is Jurier, one of the highest-ranked researchers from the Fontaine Research Institute. He used to work under Edwin. I trust that you've heard of Edwin?
Ed who?
He's the one who blew the whole institute sky high.
Oh.
Everyone knew he was a bit crooked in the head, but you're not a local, so I guess it's
Ed
possible
who?
for you not to have heard of him.
Edwin's main areas of research were archium and gravimeters. As his assistant, Jurier is quite familiar with them as well. I hired him to be my technical consultant.
He's the tech support.
You want to blow up the fortress of Meropide?
Thanks for putting it that way.
What a lovely idea. I'm already imagining it in my head.
Call up Klee. Call up Alice. We got this.
Gotta admit, I'm tempted as well.
Guys?
Guys, focus.
Okay.
Focus.
What I'm saying here, like...
That taskmaster over there is Miss Lorvine, and is also one of my technical consultants. While Jurier used to be Edwin's assistant, she used to be Jurier's assistant.
Okay.
Ooh, are they together?
Whoa, Paimon, whoa.
See, everyone keeps asking this question. Are you too sure you're not a couple and just using their work as a convenient cover?
Oh my god, they face it. They took it by the neck and said, this is the problem. This is it. Everybody sees it.
Your Grace, I am not in a relationship with this man.
Ugh. He's so, like, hot, and I hate that.
If I dated her, I'd officially be madder than Edwin.
You can't make him sound like this. Genshin, please. Please. Oh, my God. You can't.
Jeez. Forget I said anything then.
They can't make him sound that way.
Follow me.
Oh, bro.
Whoa, there's another door that goes right up.
So many doors.
Your constant amazement makes it seem like the fortress can do anything.
True.
Paimon really thinks everything's super cool.
That's cool, kid. Is it just a normal room?
Well, let's spice it up a bit.
Mm-hmm.
And here you go.
What? Is that a ship? Bro is building the... He's literally hot Noah, bro. Oh my god.
What a huge ship.
That's not gonna fit every Fontaine, I'm so sorry.
This is also a production
Maybe it
zone
will.
that Paimon's never seen before. What's going on?
How much do you know about Fontainian history?
Like 1%.
Not much at all.
That's a great idea.
Maybe you haven't heard the story of ancient Lemuria. To give you a quick rundown, Fontaine used to be ruled by the Lemurian dynasty.
Okay.
According to legend, the Lemurian king Remus
This
came to
OST
this
is good.
land after being inspired by divine revelation and found the seer Sibila, who had taken on the form of a golden bee. Taking the golden bee with him and riding on a huge ship, the Fortuna.
Why?
He created his nation above the surging waves. He called his nation Lemuria and used the Fortuna to incessantly search for new tribes and islands, calling on them to join his empire.
There's a ship in this story too?
Where there's water, there'll be ships. People believe that hope can always be found at the end of a voyage.
One Piece be like,
Do you believe that too?
To a point, I think. As you've already seen, I have a whole factory's worth of labor, materials, and technology at my disposal. Certainly can't hurt to give it a try.
this is actually a really, really good idea. Not gonna lie. Just wait until all the primordial rainwater evaporates.
So the moment I began to speculate that the primordial sea might lie underneath the gate, I also began this project.
He's actually such a genius.
Were you
Wow, this
inspired
quest has
by the
thrown me through a
legendary
loop.
Fortuna?
I was definitely like against him, then with him, then I was like, what? And then he showed me this. I'm like, bro, this guy's a genius.
Maybe. Fontainians need something to hold on to cope with the impending disaster.
This is the plan for the ages. Can't you share your plan with everyone? Some people might be skeptical.
For the workers to find out the truth behind this ship, riots would destroy the fortress faster than any catastrophe.
Yeah, true. They would mob down the front door. Also, are you building it alone or with like robots or?
As the fortress's administrator, I'd never make such a reckless call. All right, that's enough talking for now. I'll need another 3 cups of tea to soothe my throat. Do you have any other questions?
I relate, brother. I've been
Seems
streaming
like
for
you're
a
good.
long time.
Come on, I'll take you back.
Bro, what a man. We're trying to build a floating island.
I'll leave you here for now.
Oh, thank you so much.
The only other unwrapped up thing is where is Child right now?
No worries. But don't forget, it's up to you whether or not you want to share what you just saw. What you do from here on out will likely affect those 3 as well.
I feel like they're okay to tell. Also, I don't feel like they're okay to tell, because if they tell that to the Fatui, that is such a big thing for the Fatui to hold over Fontaine's head. Oh, man. He means that my actions will now decide the next step Lyney's group takes, but I can't lie to him. If I want to tell Lyney the truth, I must make him understand that we cannot afford excessive conflict right now.
Yeah, we'll put a lot of thought into it for sure.
Great. I look forward to what happens next.
It's bold of him to tell us. He trusts us that much with that information. It's crazy. That was crazy. How we feeling, guys?
Welcome back. Do you want a cup of tea?
Dude, I've had enough tea for a lifetime by now.
How can you be so much like Wriothesley, always drinking tea?
I was crazy once.
Actually, now that you mention it, I just remembered something now. While I was sedated, I could still barely hear two people talking next to me. They were discussing everything, from the leaves to the water and even the teacups themselves.
Must have been Wriothesley and Sigewinne.
They're tea enthusiasts.
Yeah, I heard one male voice and one female, so it should have been the two of them. They really were just talking about brewing tea.
They genuinely just like tea.
I really can't make sense of this place.
I feel so bad for this kid. He just woke up. He's like, what the fuck is happening?
So, Traveler, Paimon, were you able to learn anything from Wriothesley?
Yeah, how to make tea. Yes, how to make tea.
Yeah, he explained everything.
Very well. Then, would you mind checking your answers against my speculations?
Lyney sounds a lot more like his old self. Feeling better now?
I took the time to rest, so I'm feeling a lot more relaxed now.
I'm gonna need some of that soon.
Nobody else is around, and Miss Sigewinne is also busy with something or other. So let's just talk here.
Shooting a random prisoner.
All right, then I'll posit my theories. I asked myself 3 questions. Firstly, why was Freminet affected by the primordial seawater? It was because he dove into the sea. My theory is, the long-lost primordial sea is probably very close to the fortress of Meropide.
Yeah. Yeah. True.
Ooh, he's good. He got that right on the first try.
He's a nerd.
That's our Lyney.
We don't even have to tell him. He's gonna guess it all. Oh
Wriothesley's
my
attitude
god,
changed
here we
dramatically
go.
during the course of our
He's
stay
an
here.
actual
He
genius.
ignored us completely at first, then suddenly roadblocked us. Why? I spent quite a long time thinking about this. If he has been monitoring the Fatui since the very beginning, he probably ignored us at first because he was hoping we could find Master Child for him. What's more,
He literally got it
Fortress of
spot on.
Meropide is not part of Fontaine's court system.
This is
Nor does
insane.
it report to Udex Nervulet. Wriothesley is basically the king of a no-man's land. As
Dang.
long as the fortress doesn't do anything about Master Child's disappearance, Father can use it to pressure the Fontaine authorities.
Bro.
And while the two factions are pitted against each other, Wriothesley will be free to move between the parties of interest.
No stake in the matter.
If I had to guess, he probably has something that he's working on himself. It's
Bro.
likely related to the secret of the infirmary, but I just can't think of what it could be.
He pre-watched. He already played the quest.
You're super smart.
Thanks so much. Then finally, there's the last question. If Wriothesley does have a plan, what could it be? All I know for now is that his plan probably has something to do with the changing nature of the seawater. He's even gotten Cloran to help him out.
I wonder if she knows fully about it.
That can't be the full extent of what he's doing.
He explains the
There's
reason so
probably a
well
secret
too, you know?
passageway behind the block in the
Not
infirmary,
just the
and there's
explanation.
something big in the fortress that most people here never get to see. He has a bargaining chip, and it could be important enough for Father to deal with him directly.
So, Lyney, you're wrong.
I don't have enough information, so I have no idea what his chip might be. But let me guess. You have the last piece of the puzzle.
Have you ever read the Bible? For fun? After some deliberation, you share the information you just learned with Lyney. While sharing, you saw to emphasize that it's not time for disputes.
I can't believe it.
The sea will engulf everyone. Just like the prophecy said.
Could Wriothesley have wanted to meet Father to figure out a way to deal with this crisis?
Do you think the father... Well, okay. The father is someone safe to tell, I think. Because the father ultimately loves Fontainians. That's what the father does everything that she does for.
If you remember, I once
Fontaine.
mentioned that Father sees the House of the Hearth as her base of operations, and she truly wants to resolve the crisis.
Yes.
But how could Wriothesley have known that?
Or perhaps he didn't know and just wanted to bring Father over to his side, which could be why he said he just wanted to negotiate.
Yeah, that makes sense to me. I understand your concerns as well, Traveler. I'll figure out a way to pass this on to our father. No matter what, we're on your side.
That comforts me, but I really just hope the other Fatui don't get wind of this.
The two of you have already aided us far too much. We probably wouldn't be standing here right now if not for you. If you ever need anything else going forward, please come to the House of the Hearth at any time.
Question, how much time is on y'all's sentences? Because I got a lot of time on my sentence too, so like...
Though you may not share the sentiment, after all that we've gone through together, the three of us basically see you as family now.
We're a part of the family.
You have my gratitude.
Aw, Freminet.
Thank you for protecting Lyney when it really mattered. And thank you for sharing the secrets of the fortress with us. We didn't think you were going to do it.
Well, we didn't really do the full thing. He did it. I just gave him the last little bit.
Why are you being so formal all of a sudden?
She's usually very monotone. We can work together again if necessary.
Given your strength, you might not need our help at all. But if you are ever in danger, we will try our best to protect you.
I love you guys.
Aw, the sound of that makes Paimon feel all warm and safe inside.
Oh. And it's time for prison food.
Paimon's hungry.
Okay, brother.
You've done so much already. Go get some food.
Look at some prison meals.
We'll catch you guys another time.
Can we leave? Is it over? Bye, guys. Aw, buddy.
I should try to become someone more capable of helping.
Dude really just wants to help.
You're incredibly helpful. Lyney thinks so too.
Yeah, you two are always telling me not to push myself, but aren't you just like that as well?
He did arguably one of the more important parts of it all. Poor guy. I love just seeing Nouvelette run around this compound like he's a prisoner. Like, I can't take Nouvelette seriously now that I can see him skipping in-game, you know what I mean? Like, look, bro, can you take him seriously anymore now that he's frolicking? Mealtime.
It's time for dinner. Welfare meals now being served at the coupon cafeteria.
Have we ever had this prison broadcast? I don't remember this.
Come on, let's go.
Genuinely do not.
Traveler and Paimon, over here.
And there's Bran online, the robot.
Are you here for dinner too, Miss Sigewinne?
And I'm taking the opportunity to prepare Miss Cloran's dinner as well.
I genuinely was worried she was gonna be evil and we were gonna have to like hate her.
Huh.
She's so lovable
right.
still.
She's actually sitting in the fortress cafeteria.
What would you like to eat?
French fries.
Yep, you can. I've already talked to our chef, Mr. Wolsey. It's all on me today. So
Let's
you can
go.
get whatever you'd like.
1 5-star hero. Oh, the tastiest stuff you have to offer. Yeah. Even if it's small.
No problem. Just leave it to me.
Sigewinne orders your food and it arrives. Busting of flavor. Sigewinne brings some drinks over to you. It tastes a little strange, but it's very nutritious. The shakes generally taste pretty terrible. At least they're healthy.
So delicious.
Free dinners are the best dinners.
Is this how it feels to be freeloaders? Wait a second. We did do plenty of work after all.
Oh my god. We did everything. What do you mean freeloaders, bro? We saved the world. Exquisite. Thank you. Oui, oui.
I'm so glad to see you all so happy. Oh, see, the expression on your face just now? The muscle here just moved, which suggests that you're feeling quite relaxed at the moment.
Bro has a read on us.
Sigewinne, do you do this to help your patients or to better understand human beings?
Bit of both.
I suppose.
Oui,
I'm a
oui.
magazine,
Oui,
which
oui.
means I'm very different from human beings. I must know what you're thinking if I want to take good care of you.
I think she genuinely cares.
You're really good at taking care of people. Even though you're so short, you still talk and act like an older sister.
Bro, Mama, you're one to talk about high right now, okay?
Really? You're reminded of an older sister? That's great to hear.
She's adorable. I would die for her.
Oh, and what did you mean back in Wriothesley's office? When you said that you were protecting Lyney and his siblings
I do
as
remember
well?
that too.
Oh, that. I just asked His Grace to look out for those children, especially that diver boy. I was getting a bit worried after hearing that something was wrong with the water.
Monka.
Thankfully, Clorand is very strong and managed to save him in the nick of time. His Grace also sealed the pipes after Clorand left.
I want her to come
make sure
save
that
me,
Lyney
man.
wouldn't impulsively chase after his brother. Although the path was blocked, we still stationed some
That makes
guards there to
sense.
stop anyone from approaching. They were instructed to only open the door once Miss Clorand had returned.
Two things. That makes sense for why they closed the door. Because nobody else needs to go get him impulsively. And number two, Clorinde is just eating alone right now. You guys see this?
Oh, and I was keeping an eye on Mr. Lyney as well. We had to press him, but we couldn't allow him to be in any real danger.
You were all super considerate and really thought
Wow, they actually are the good guys. I thought they were gonna be bad. I was so ready to hate them.
The fortress. At least this has been his Grace's style for as long as he's been.
That would be a
living
good switch up every so often, though. Have like a nice guy turn into a bad guy. I guess Child did that.
Oh, I really wish Miss Sharon
In a way.
come down here more often too. I feel like he'd like it here, with all the darkness and chaos.
Right. That doesn't make sense at all. It's hard to imagine if it's outside of his office. It's like seeing your teacher out of school.
Get a good night's rest, you two. You both worked very hard.
Good night. Why can't I go hang out with Clorinde? Oh.
Clorinde!
Ah, it's you two.
She loves me. Oh my gosh, she loves me.
How's dinner?
It's all right. Miss Sigewinne really put in a lot of effort.
So we heard that Wriothesley invited you to come down to help, and you saved Freminet too. You sure work super fast.
Oh, it was child's play.
Bro, she's quick. She's like a top fighter and everything.
Still,
You got the sugar?
Not even champion duelists could take on side jobs. Oh, and why aren't you eating with Sigewinne and the Duke? Won't you get bored eating by yourself?
Miss Sigewinne was with you, and the Duke has business of his own.
She don't want to interrupt. You could come join us, bro.
Actually, didn't Navia say
Navia.
that you went out for dinner with her as well?
Yeah. First time in a long time.
Kind of forget that they got a thing. Damn. Shoot. I love both of them.
First time in a long time? So you mean you've gone out to dinner with her in the past?
In the past, yes.
Also, can I join you one of those times in the future?
You seem to be enjoying yourselves here.
They are gay. Or maybe also more than gay. Oh, there's a lot to think about tonight. It's all thanks to Nouvellette. This is technically a work trip for us too.
Things will be getting messy at the fortress soon. Don't run around unnecessarily.
Best friends.
So much has happened. Paimon just feels absolutely exhausted now that she's finally relaxed. Paimon's super sleepy. Are you sleepy too?
I'm getting there. If you would go to bed first and be quiet, let me get some peace and shut eye, okay? That was cute. Wow, she immediately fell asleep without missing a beat.
Delicious. Paimon wants seconds for free.
For free. I love how we sleep in the same bed. That's adorable. Good night, Paimon. And they all lived happily ever after.
Wait. Get out of my way!
Huh?
What happened? Why is everyone running?
Oh, shit.
No idea, but something must have happened. Stop asking!
Oh, no. Is it happening right now? Oh my god, did it bust now?
Who's yelling? Paimon still wants to sleep.
The arc is not finished yet, right? What's the sound? Paimon, wake up. We need to go see what's going on. Oh, shit. Set up in your chairs.
Why is everyone running around? Hey, what are you doing?
Oh, it's over.
No time to explain, mate. Goodbye.
Leaves an Australian.
Wait! What's wrong with these people? They won't even talk to us.
Bro, there's only one thing that can happen, and you two are the only people here who know.
They're here! Yeah, there you are!
There? Oh, us.
Oh, thank goodness!
Oh, thank God.
Crystal and Laveroon, do you know what happened here?
The music.
We came here especially to inform you. Something seems to have gone terribly wrong just now. His Grace is telling everyone to evacuate and get out of here. Laveroon was saying you two are new here and you don't have many friends, so you might slip through the cracks. Haven't you heard all the stories like that? An evacuation is successfully completed, yet you only find out once you do a head count that 1 or 2 people are missing.
Damn, good guys. Thanks for checking on me.
Wait, weren't you the one who brought that up? Why is it suddenly my idea?
He didn't want to get caught for having feelings. That's kind of cute.
Okay, whatever. The point is, you should come with us.
You said His Grace said to evacuate outwards?
Yeah, he said to get as far away as possible, upwards and outwards.
So all prisoners are free. Interesting. That means whatever happened must be happening down below. Yep, it's the gate.
It can't be that thing.
Whoa,
Oh,
wait,
God.
what? What? Hey, where are you going?
Do not follow us. Kustat.
We have to go find the Duke. You two just go and get out. Go on without us.
Hey, hey! Be careful!
Be careful out there, sweetheart. Sweetheart, be careful.
Please evacuate upwards and outwards, upwards and outwards.
I'm going downwards and bottomwards.
Then try to move as
Inwards.
far outwards as possible.
Do not drink the water right now. Downwards and inward. Shut up. I rejected it. God, it's all happening too fast. It's so sudden. What? This place is about to explode.
They're here.
Is the arc red? Oh
Just like
God,
I said.
she's making me explode in a minute. I want this comment section to be respectful.
But
Oh my God. Oh, the iron fists. Oh, it's over. It's over. Will he be hurt if he gets touched too? Unless he's not Fontaine. Brother! He froze over the ocean. Holy shit. It broke through. We gotta go. The water looks so pretty. Don't drink it.
3.
Oh, snap. Damn! Da, 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 da. Come on, man. The
This won't
skin
hold
of
it
his
for long.
teeth.
Find Neuvillette. Tell him the defenses are about to collapse.
Until he arrives, we're the last line of defense.
Oh my God. Oh, 7 Fontaine if this doesn't work out.
The gate. How long do you think it'll hold?
God, she's the hottest character in Genshin Impact. What an insane cliffhanger for that moment there. Oh my God. Chlorine is gonna be a must pull for me, especially Wriothesley too. Bro punched the water and froze it over.
Neuvillette, why are you here?
Bro, they could just use Chlorine's button to hold back the ocean. It's already holding back way more than that.
Traveler,
True.
I need you to head to the Opera House immediately.
Oh God.
Furina will soon be meeting with the Nave there.
Oh
You
my
must
God.
protect Furina and make sure she doesn't spend too much time alone with her.
Okay. Well, this is a lot happening all at once.
Will do. You have my sincerest gratitude.
Jeez, everything's about to come falling down. I'm so immersed, I can't even tell you. Like, I'm stressed out. I'm like, get there 1 second too late and it's all gonna bust. That might be one of the best Genshin Impact cinematics I think we've seen. With how sick the music was. At least top 10 right there. That was sick. That was so good. You guys don't even know you're all about to die. Run. They never miss, man. For two.
There are a ton of Fatui and Palais Mermonia people over there. The Nave is probably here already. We need to hurry.
God knows what Furina's gonna sign them into. What they're gonna do.
Are you two the traveler in Paimon?
Are you
Monsieur
the Paimon?
Neuvillette has left instructions. Please follow me.
Skips
Though
away.
I'm sure he's already explained this should be a mostly cordial conversation, unlikely to give rise to violence. But it would be most appreciated if you could protect Lady Furina to the best of your abilities.
Oh, what? Why you... okay. Surely we don't have to fight the Nave here today. What we're trying to do? Oh, here we go again with the cake. Hi there, I'm here to protect you, ma'am. She looked happy to see us.
Oh, so you two are the honored guests Miss Furina mentioned.
Oh, you don't sound very happy in that tone about me.
Of course, of course. How could they not attend a meeting such as this? I must always have 2 or more guests at my dessert table. Otherwise, the occasion would be too lonely and unbecoming of my station.
You don't like being lonely, do ya?
It is my pleasure to make your acquaintance, traveler. I have heard much of your accomplishments. I am the Nave, one of the 11 Fatui Harbingers.
Clorinda, I hope you're not watching this right now. Because I'm about to say a lot of stuff in a little bit here. This is the Nave, the head of the House of Hearth and the Lyney siblings' father. She certainly does not seem easy to deal with. They finally met.
I've already prepared seats for you.
God, she is so fine.
Sit beside me.
Perhaps you two are unaware of how Miss Furina...
She's intimidating. Intimidating.
We actually recently agreed to get together for tea when we had the time.
Right.
See this? This is a limited type of confectionery that Miss Furina simply adores. There are only 16 slices sold every day. Here, why don't you and Paimon have a taste?
I don't know if we should eat anything from her, but yes, ma'am. She seems to be friendly enough, but that can't be all that she's here, that all there is to her. The Nave is a force to be reckoned with. I should be very cautious. Fatui just has bad written all over. She's number 4, bro. 4 of 11 is so high up in power. Oh, dear God.
Traveler, what do you think of this cake?
It's aight. Paimon likes it.
That's good to hear. So what Child said was on the mark after all. You do share a taste in desserts with Furina.
So Child talked to you about me. Also, her tone here is a lot lower than it was in the first meeting. She seems a little bit more assertive here. Child should have no reason to have said something like that. Child leaking. He's leaking.
I wonder how he's doing nowadays. You must have heard, right? He's suddenly gone missing. I'm really worried about his safety, you know. Here's to hoping that he's an excellent swimmer.
It's the first time I heard about it. Got faith in him, though. He's my boy.
Since we're talking about
Mr.
him,
Worldwide.
I feel like I should add something. His martial prowess really looked certainly pretty impressive. Yeah.
Bro's always got to be the center of attention. Well, like, okay. Furina looks quite nervous. There must be some kind of bad blood between her and the Nave. Okay. So she's trying to save face.
Oh, so you're also familiar with his aptitude for fighting, Miss Furina. Oh, right.
Look at the hands, bro.
I forgot. Child was subdued by Udex Nuvilette right in front of you.
Actually, one shot, as a matter of fact, in his foul legacy mode.
Against ordinary people, my colleague would never be on the back foot. But alas, he just never imagined he'd run into such a person.
A dragon.
I must express my admiration for Monsieur Nuvilette.
You would never pull some shit with him around, right? I managed to find a few leads on where his location may be.
Coming from you, that's not surprising at all.
Okay, what do you mean by that?
But I thought you would be happier to hear the news.
It's your boy. Look, your boy's safe.
Of course, but it's still a bit of a shame. You see, I would have been far happier had I received this news somewhat earlier. As you well know, a long time has passed since Child disappeared.
Probably has been about a month. A little over.
Well, in any case, there's no need to worry. We know for sure that Child is still alive.
We literally don't.
Oh, and just how do you know that?
We hope?
Because we found evidence that proved he left the Fortress of Meropide.
And where did he go after leaving the fortress?
We don't have that one, but trust me, bro. Source, trust me, bro.
Well...
Yeah, well. Paimon's statement just left us wide open. She didn't learn anything from the lawyer case. She's not wearing her glasses and mustache. She's done. She cooked us.
The fortress of Meropide lies deep beneath the waves. Unless he pranced right out of the main gate, he must have had to swim for it. Do you have any proof that he surfaced safely?
No. There's also no evidence that he had been injured or killed. Oh, good rebuttal.
That is good news, at least. His sister Tonya sent a letter to Fontaine not too long ago.
Tonya.
Since he was unfortunately unavailable, I picked it up on his behalf. Do you have any idea how he usually writes back to his family? Dear Tonya, your letter made me feel like we were still enjoying our time in Snezhnaya.
He loves his siblings.
I'm currently admiring the scenery on the streets in front of the opera house. Is it something like that?
I'm pretty sure going through someone else's mail is illegal, ma'am. Even if they're your co-worker. Gotta say it. Sorry. It's just how it is. She's turning up the pressure. I'm not sure if I'll be able to convince her. I can at least try to distract her from Furina. Yes.
All letters tend to follow the same few formats anyway, right? As long as the contents are accurate, it doesn't matter so much how it's written or how it's worded.
Huh? Furina?
Hold on.
I was just gonna point that out.
Cup is shaking.
It was like steaming a lot. Pyro moment.
I suppose this is also a sign of things to come, Miss Furina.
Things are gonna boil over. Oh no. It's over. It is so over. Everybody panic, scatter, run around, freak out. Oh my god, it's over.
I don't quite understand what you're trying to say.
She controlled that from here? She used the pyrovision to do that.
Have we entered into the next stage of the prophecy?
Another cutscene? Here we are again. It is fighting to be held back.
My thanks to you both. I will take it from here.
Oh, damn, here we go. Mama, there goes that man.
Sure you don't need a hand?
He's a dragon. He's got this.
Quite sure.
Damn.
Wow.
The double down.
So, what's your secret, huh? Let me guess. Nah, who knows? Maybe it's just your sense of responsibility.
I love their humor together.
Sounds about right.
What is he gonna do? Let him cook, everybody. Hold on. Oh. He's one-handing this bad boy. He is the strong wall.
A day may come when the prophecy is fulfilled.
Not today.
And the waters burst forth. But it is not this day.
Oh.
This ancient power could easily obliterate an entire race. A tsunami of fury would unleash endless catastrophe.
Not today. Wow. Wow. He is the definition of him.
This sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it.
The sentence is too severe. Forgive me for overruling it. What a judge line. Bro, let's keep in mind, he did all that with one hand.
All right.
Imagine what he could do with two.
Seems like the problem inside has been suppressed.
My chat right now. Oh my god, guys. Guys. Down, boy. Down, boy. Bad. Hey. Down. Sit. Sit, boy. They need to be suppressed. Oh my god.
Let me guess. We're safe for now.
What a actual great cutscene. Holy
Indeed.
shit.
But only for now.
How long can that hold?
I win this bet. You owe me a present.
Okay, what was the alternative of the bet being lost? You all die? Like.
Very well. It was indeed just as you said.
What do you mean by present, though, by the way?
You made a bet?
But the other outcome is just death. Like,
We made a bet on the size of your entourage.
Oh.
Cloran thought you wouldn't come down by yourself.
who else you gonna bring, bro? He one-handed that shit. You think he needed help?
I figured you would have at least brought a few people along for appearance's sake.
Oh, well, that's true.
It appears I underestimated just how confidential the mission was.
Bro, thought you had paparazzi.
Shouldn't you have gotten used to confidential missions by now? That's just how the courts operate.
So what gift must the loser give? Tea?
This is such a funny dialogue for them three. Oh my god, they're my new favorite three.
He already has tons of tea in his office. I'm thinking about a set of legal codices.
What does that mean?
That wouldn't happen to be a dig at my lack of legal awareness, would it?
Well, I'm sure His Grace doesn't consider the fortress
Bro, they
to be
just
outside the law.
Breathe. They breathe.
I was under the impression the residents of a place like this
He
would
does,
be
by the way.
uninterested in the legal codices.
That was obviously a joke.
Okay. This is the best trio I think we have in the game yet.
You've still got some unfinished business to attend to in the overworld, correct?
Oh, well, yeah. The Nave upstairs.
No need to stay here if you have a pressing matter. We all know you can't leave Palais Mermonia for long.
Jesus, this is such a good quest.
Thank you. I hope everything went smoothly with the Fatui Harbinger.
About that. Like, this back half of this quest is like legit some of the best of the entire region. God, it's so good. Everyone panicked outside, by the way. Are all the prisoners free?
I
Or
must say, we've spent long enough playing house.
oh, father, what?
Miss Furina, as the Hydro Archon, I am sure you understand the exact meaning of the phenomenon we just witnessed. Or should I say, that's what I originally thought. But looking at your expression, was I wrong? And you haven't a clue?
This is what I want her voice to sound like. It's what I imagined all along.
What are you trying to say?
It's assertive.
At this point, I don't think there's any more need to speak as diplomatic representatives.
Oh, shit.
Allow me to
Ah,
speak to you now as
shit.
just a Fontainian. You know the prophecy by heart, and also that every part of it is being proven true. Yet, here you are, relaxing, drinking tea, and eating desserts as if it's all nothing more than a few stray bugs in your garden. Do you really think that's acceptable?
I'm not gonna lie, she has a huge point here.
The prophecy's hanging above our necks like a guillotine. Every faction is looking for a way to either avert the disaster or save their own. Even the orphans of the House of the Hearth have devoted everything to saving their homeland.
Great voice actress.
But you? It beggars belief just how nonchalant and carefree you have been. From the very beginning, you, the god Focalor, you have utterly failed to take action.
Say it with your damn chest, father.
You're wrong. I've never ignored the prophecy, nor have I just been passing the time in self-indulgence. Retract your accusation.
Clap back.
And stop doubting the wisdom of the gods with such absurd conjectures.
Clap back.
I am not alone in my doubts, you know. All the children of Fontaine may be harboring the exact same thoughts right now. Oh, great Hydro Archon.
Catfight, man.
How are you going to save them? Save us? How are the people you've sworn to protect supposed to survive in a land that will soon disappear beneath the waves?
Here's the response to that. I can't wait.
I have my ways, and I've been working on them for all this time. Even if you look down upon me, you have no right to judge me.
Drag her through the mud, sis.
Fontaine will be saved.
Will be.
Even if I still cannot see the true future right now, as long as I continue on as I am, I will be able to hold my head up high.
Damn. Furna's not acting like her usual self. She's actually seriously refuting the Nave's accusations. She means what she says. She's not putting up a front. So she's been thinking of a way. Maybe all of this act of attention and like flaunting herself in the court or whatever, and all of it is supposed to be an act to help people not stress about the prophecy. Maybe she's trying to be the thing for people to look toward. focus on how weird the Archon is, so I can focus on the problem and then solve the problem. And you guys never have to worry about the problem. Maybe she's better than we think.
Then I ask you, Miss Furina, just what have you been working on? Where can we see it, and what is it doing to help?
I see both sides. I agree. So was that all of a lie? Can she not really tell us? She was so full of conviction and confidence now, but she just popped like a balloon.
My machinations are just like the prophecy itself. They will only reveal themselves at the fated time. It is just that beings like yourselves are unable to perceive them as of yet.
All right, didn't have to get racist. That's crazy.
I see. As a god, the proof of your labor always lies beyond prying mortal eyes. Allow me to be so bold as
You don't
to
really
ask
look like you have mortal eyes.
Would it be possible
Why are your
for
eyes
you
like
to
that?
tell us the parts of your plan that are not confidential, such as your emergency response plan for the impending disaster?
There is an arc. I bet you don't know about it though.
An emergency.
Oh, here we go again. Where did that confidence go, man?
Oh, that look in your eyes. Have you not even prepared one of those?
Like the doomsday plan?
The emergency response plan
Okay,
is also
man.
strictly confidential.
You're making yourself look bad again.
Then allow me to jog your memory. Miss Furina, what is the purpose of your Oratrice Mécanique d'Analyse Cardinal?
We gotta shorten that, man.
And what do you plan to do with the massive amounts of indemnitium that has accumulated over the years?
The Oratrice? It's just like it appears to be.
Uh-huh.
So you also have no idea. If I'm not mistaken, someone's using it to prepare for something. But unfortunately, it would seem that someone is not you, Miss Furina.
She got us. I think she's checkmated.
I first caught wind of this when Lyney tried to investigate the Oratrice in the Opera House. You see, even just getting close to the core contaminated him with an extremely large amount of indemnitium. But even if that had nothing to do with you,
Love her vision placement.
then what could you possibly be working on, oh great Hydro Archon?
Consenting tone.
Right. I almost forgot. Udex Nouvillette is not at the tea party with us today. Miss Furina, I suppose you must have ordered him away to take care of some troublesome business.
Like the end of the world.
Yeah, yes, that's exactly right. Please keep it a secret for me.
Of course I will. Although, I must say, Miss Furina, you seem quite insecure without the Udex by your side.
She got me. I'm a better judge.
Oh, very well.
Oh,
Let's stop that conversation here. There are still a few slices of cake left.
Sorry.
So please, help yourselves.
I got jump scared. Absolutely jump scared. These aren't topics I can speak about. I don't even know what Nouvillette's task was. She didn't even see him save the day. That's crazy. If I had to guess, he probably went down to deal with the surging primordial sea, but can he really deal with it all by himself? One finger dealt with. And Freminet is being truthful or not.
Traveler, I heard that you were recently commissioned to handle a few matters on behalf of the Udex. Why don't you take an extra slice of cake? Those who work hard deserve gratitude and praise.
I'm feeling full, you know.
You too, Paimon.
Oh, 4 slices for us. Oh my god.
Thank you. Paimon will take you up on that offer.
No questioning about it. I will do that. The Nave proceeds to change the topic. Okay, well, I couldn't read all that. I was stressing out because I couldn't read it all.
Oh, Paimon's super full. That cake was great.
If it's on my tea table, it must be of the highest quality. Yes, and we must thank the Nave for bringing these over as well.
There's only 16 slices made per day.
You're welcome. I'm sure the cake also felt greatly honored to be featured at Miss Furina's table. And I was merely catering to Miss Furina's tastes, seeking a chance to chat over tea.
The tones she puts in chat over tea.
It is getting late. Why don't we call it a day? There are still a few matters that I need to take care of, so I must take my leave.
Man, what an insane meeting.
Very well, we'll end it here.
Mind seeing me off, traveler? We could use the opportunity to discuss Child before
There's
I must be
more.
on my way.
Yeah.
Paimon's coming too!
Well, you literally have to. You're coded into the game to do that. Furina? What the fuck, man? Alright, Nave. Now, don't try to kiss me when we're ending this, okay? Because that would be terrible. Don't do that. Damn, effortless.
I'm glad that you were willing to come with me. Of course, Child was just an excuse. I have no interest in your dealings with him.
Oh. She said, I genuinely do not care about him.
That's what Paimon thought.
What do you gotta say?
You lent your aid to the children of the House of the Hearth. As their father, I would like to express my gratitude.
I don't think that's what you wanted to talk about, but alright.
Do I look like an irresponsible father to you?
No, mommy, father, dad. God.
The House of the Hearth is very important to me. You should know that I care deeply about my children.
Was there anything else you want to talk about?
That was all. Formal topics should be discussed in formal settings, and informal topics in informal settings.
Okay, you're a very formal lady. I gotcha. Well, thank you.
I know you just returned from the fortress of Meropide. Relax. I have no intention of trying to get anything out of you. Lyney, Lynette, and Freminet are still there, and I trust their judgment and abilities.
Damn, she actually genuinely cares about them.
They've all been working very hard and have always done all they can to fight back against anyone who tried to stop them. Especially Lyney.
Give him a raise or something, bro.
You mean Wriothesley. He's a tricky one to deal with. It's unfortunate that Lyney's so eager to prove himself that he can't learn to rely on others, including me.
He can't learn to rely on others, including me. He doesn't even rely on the father.
By the way, and you can just consider this a bit of idle gossip, but what's your impression of Furina?
A bit over the top at times, but I think she has good intentions deep down.
You are outside of our disputes, and the freest person in all of Fontaine, able to move around most easily. Allow me to share my perspective with you.
As a Fontanian.
And that's everything that happened during the trial. Master Child was declared guilty and immediately transported to the fortress of Meropide.
God, just to be her guard, ugh.
Didn't he say he was coming
As
here
her
on
henchman.
vacation? Does he not feel an ounce of shame for all the trouble he has caused?
Also, we should mention that he gave us his vision. Would she care about that?
Forget it. He did give us an opportunity. I will be meeting someone shortly.
Do you require help with any preparations?
No need. I will take care of it myself.
Damn.
I need to meet with Furina, the Hydro Archon. She is at the heart of Fontaine.
This is such a good quest.
But what's fascinating about her is that she often seems more like a celebrity than a working Archon.
I feel like exact theory from before, man. Look at me, guys. Look at me. Don't think about the prophecy. Woo, me. Prophecy will be good. It don't exist. Don't think about it.
Oh, come over here, you little critter, you.
Let me change my camera POV so you can get a full look. Yeah, no, day one she drops, I'm gonna need her and her outfit just like that. Thank you. Please send it over as fast as possible. Look at the hands. Damn, what a fit. Lord have mercy. Meow.
You dare to run from me? Stop right this instant!
That's such a Furina thing.
My goal is just to discover the location of the Gnosis. But I didn't expect the chance to approach Furina to be handed to me on a silver platter.
The mask and everything.
So easy, it's actually making me a bit suspicious. Anything left unguarded is usually just bait. But no one will blame someone for taking the bait. After all, from the moment it was attached to the hook, the bait is meant to be sacrificed.
She was going in for the kill, bro. Man, still, it just goes back to those Fatui motives. The whole arm is black, by the way. These are actually her hands. She did jump scare her and got up on her.
It's just as I guessed in the second before I struck. The hydronosis is not currently held by the Archon.
She tried to jump God.
In fact, this Archon doesn't seem like a god at all. And I sense that she's under some kind of curse.
Hmm.
Who are you? And what are you trying to do? Please don't kill me. I'm begging you, please.
You're God, bro.
The fear in her pupils is genuine, so perhaps she's not bait after all. Either way, targeting her has lost all meaning.
The cat running for his life. Wow, she's like so passive.
I left the scene with ease.
Can she
Nobody
even
came
fight?
For me, and nobody could serve as a witness to my near assassination of Focalor. I suspect even Furina dares not mention this incident to anyone.
Of her cowardice. She's powerless.
Not long after, my informants confirmed what I had guessed. After returning to
Imagine
her
doing that to
quarters, Furina
Raiden.
quietly cried alone. She was so scared that she could not sleep that night, nor could she even bring herself to eat her cake.
We got informants on the inside. Just watching her every move. Jesus, dude.
There's no doubt that there's something wrong with her. I began to entertain the possibility that she is not the true Hydro Archon. Perhaps Iudex Neuvillette is actually the genuine article.
There was theories about that very, very early on, but I don't believe that one right now. I remember before Fontaine came out, there was a lot of theory about that.
I have to find the Gnosis.
He's probably guarding it.
If the Neuvillette hypothesis is correct, he is probably in possession of it.
He's the strongest one here.
Alternatively, it might have been hidden in a place that's hard for ordinary people to access.
Like his butt. Or a safe.
Yes, Father.
My dear children, please speak.
News from the fortress of Meropide. Master Child has gone missing. On top of that,
they're worried.
The contacts and guards we bribed at the fortress have all gone quiet as well.
Probably the handiwork of that Wriothesley.
I'm afraid so.
This is a good opportunity. The value of a harbinger is much higher than most would imagine. We now have an excuse to exert diplomatic pressure on the Fontaine authorities.
Dang, it's all been a chess game.
Set up a meeting for me. I would like to meet the Hydro Archon and Iudex Neuvillette.
I will say, I think that her release has the absolute best outfit. I think she has the best outfit of all characters ever released. The detail and the red and the colorway is unbeatable. I don't think there's a single character out with a better outfit than this. I think this is the one, like the ultimate best so far.
Oh, and I have an additional
Down to the heels and everything. It really speaks to, I like it.
Tartaglia's disappearance was not a part of my plan, but I can use it to make a breakthrough. With this as my excuse, I can ask for an official audience and continue my investigation of Furina and Iudex Neuvillette. The initiative belongs to the House of the Hearth. My wish to investigate the fortress of Meropide will be a front. Lyney and his group will be responsible for the actual intelligence gathering.
The planning. Wow, we just got the whole breakdown. I love the Cruella de Vil vibes.
You should know the rest. Lyney's group is quite close to you, so they wouldn't have hidden anything from you.
Wow. Wow.
You attacked the Hydro Archon?
Right.
It wouldn't mean anything, even if you shouted it from the rooftops.
She just told us that so casually.
Furina herself is still pretending that nothing of that sort ever happened.
Sure, she would never admit to it, even if we did accuse. Dude, how did she get her eyes like that? I want to know her backstory, like a manga. I would read a manga extension on that.
I've now had 2 chances to enjoy tea with Furina. I have to say, the leadership of Fontaine is even more inscrutable than I had imagined.
Damn.
I once surmised that Iudex Neuvillette must be the Hydro Archon, but now, that doesn't seem right to me either.
She was making fan theories with all of us. How did you come up with that conclusion?
I am a servant of Her Majesty the Tsaritsa. Over my years of
The
service,
Tsaritsa.
I've learned how a real Archon conducts and carries themselves. Whether Udex Nuvilet or Furina, neither fits the bill. It's hard to imagine either of them as the Archon.
Bro, imagine this. What's the name of the original Archon? It starts with an E. Someone's gonna tell me in a second. Imagine she never died. Imagine she's been in hiding or something. I don't know. Now we got, dude, we got room for so much. Egeria or Egeria. Yeah, bro, imagine she never actually passed during the whole war. She's just been chilling ever since. I don't know. She could be among us. She's dead, that's confirmed. Who could be the... we know she was buried. Okay, I got here's one. I'll raise you this. I'm out. Rose from the dead. Pour to Jesus. What if? Who knows, bro? I mean, just gotta say it.
Of course. That is all
I got
just
no
how
idea.
I feel. Gut feelings often do not require justification. It is, however, quite amusing to me that after all my years working in intelligence gathering, I've come to realize I am at a complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth.
Huh. Complete loss regarding the identity of the god of the land of my birth. If she doesn't know when she's from here and she's a Fatui, then none of us know.
Don't you think
What's the running
Fontaine is
theory?
quite
Like,
intriguing? A catastrophe looms, yet many secrets have yet to rise to the surface. It looks like Fontainians will have no choice but to save themselves.
like, could it be the Oratrice itself? I mean, like, I don't know. Like,
Ultimately, though, one must
No,
survive
I don't
in
know.
order to do anything else. Should the need arise, I would be happy to cooperate with you.
the need has arose. The need arose 2 hours ago when did we first see you?
You don't need to commit to anything right now, of course. I have a feeling that the situation will continue to evolve.
Wow.
And as your name is often connected with noble deeds, I'm sure we will work together.
He's back.
Someday.
Oh shit. Hey, buddy, Nuvela, what's up, man? Hey.
He certainly returned quickly.
The world is still
You
at
must
peace.
want to catch up with each other, so I'll leave you to him.
Damn, what's up, my man? Dab me up before I go. Oh, or not. She's gone. No, it's over.
Neverette, is it over?
For now, yes. But this issue will prove quite thorny in the long term. I'm concerned that sooner or later the prophesized events will occur.
So we gotta get that arc ready.
Thank you for protecting Furina.
Maybe that's what happened down there?
To put it simply, I used my power to force back the primordial sea and reseal the sluice gate.
How long will it hold, though? We tell him everything that happened here. He's not gonna be happy about this one.
So as expected, the Nave has turned up the pressure on Furina. She's trying to feel her out, though I'm still unsure as to her motives.
Can I ask you some questions?
Permission granted.
You have enough power to force back the primordial sea. Does that mean you have some deeper connection with the Hydro Archon?
Whoa.
Whoa.
Can't be that you're the real Hydro Archon, right? But that's just a speculation on our part, though.
Probably not. That doesn't seem like a very definitive answer, buddy.
You can't tell us? Then that's okay. We can talk about something else. We won't try to force you.
I want to.
You guys in Fontaine are super strange.
Okay, buddy.
If by the phrase "you guys" you are referring to Furina and I, then although I'm not sure just what you are trying to imply, I must clarify that I do not share her positions on a multitude
Oh
of
shit.
topics.
We split. We're split this brain on these topics. What did you sense at the fortress? Do you manage to protect those that need to be defended?
I believe so. The fortress has a long and complex history. It has seen much grief and suffering. And now, another catastrophe will soon be upon us.
Oh boy.
This turn of events.
Oh boy.
Huh?
I'm always crying. Clear skies suddenly fill with dark clouds. The rain becomes heavier. Light rain soon growing to a downpour. Don't cry, man. Moments before Neuvillette has mentioned his sense of grief. Thinking back to the legend, what Freminet said, it said that a dragon of water once resided in Fontaine. Every time he weeps, it weeps. The skies will cloud up and pour out rain. Hydro Dragon, don't cry.
You may be closer to the truth than you think.
We discovered that he was a dragon before Lumine did.
Oh? And what are you thinking?
He's a dragon, dummy.
The dragon what?
She don't even remember the lore.
Huh?
Please do not be so surprised.
I'm a dragon. Oh, here she is.
Furina?
Is she okay?
Neuvillette, are you listening?
She tuned out. He had the ability to tune Paimon out. Teach me how to do that.
My apologies.
Turn his volume down.
Randomly, we didn't guess right, did we? You're not actually the dragon sovereign of water, right? Well, if you don't want to confirm or deny...
We're gonna assume yes.
You guessed correctly. I sincerely hope you'll be able to keep this a secret for me.
Well, not. I mean, wait till Charlotte hears about this. She will pay a hefty price to hear the dragon story.
Right, of course. We'll definitely help you keep it a secret.
Right.
There's still something Paimon wants to ask you, though.
Please, go ahead.
Well, if you are the dragon sovereign of water, and you were able to force back the primordial sea from the fortress, then since Fontaine's prophecy is all about seawater, couldn't you just use your power to solve the crisis?
Probably more powerful than just him, if all of it's out at once.
None of the currently living dragon sovereigns in the world, myself included, possess our full dragonhood.
They're too young.
They say that when the first usurper arrived on Tivat, they seized a part of the dragon's power. Today, that stolen power is the basis of the Archon's authorities.
Oh shit.
There are 7 elemental archons and
7 dragons.
matching dragon sovereigns.
The dragon sovereign of water who lived through that era perished a long time ago. As their successor, I know far less of that part of our ancient history.
He's already this strong too.
In any case, I believe I will not be able to do much unless the Archon disappears and returns their elemental authority to me.
Oh. So all elemental... That would... If she disappears, then are you technically the Archon if all the power goes back to you? Or do you keep the power until you decide on a new Archon? Or a new Archon is born? God, my gears are turning so much. Because you have all the power again, then that means you are the whole thing. You're the whole authority. Temporarily... That means all Archon.
Given the status quo, however, I would recommend finding another way to deal with the prophecy.
Because what happened with... I mean, Rukkhadevata turning into Nihito was a different thing. Gnosis is just condensed dragon power. That makes sense.
So even you can't solve it.
I still have some urgent matters to attend to at my office. If you have any more questions regarding ancient history, you are welcome to discuss them with me at a later time.
Are you free for dinner tonight? Sorry.
Please go right
Too soon,
ahead.
too soon.
There's a place that Paimon wants to go too. Traveler, why don't we pay another visit to the fortress of Meropide? Paimon is a little worried.
Let's see what everybody's up to down there. Say goodbye to Wriothesley. Bye. All done. Wow, what a mind bender was that. There's still some more dialogue to grab, but dang.
Look who it is.
Traveler, Paimon.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Freminet.
Looks like you're recovering nicely, Freminet.
Thanks to everyone's support. Oh, right. I
Aww.
managed to work up the courage to thank Miss Clorand in person.
It takes a lot of courage to talk to a woman like that. I get it, brother.
How did she react?
She told me that it was nothing. It was as if saving a life wasn't a big deal to her at all.
Taking life and saving
She also
life.
told me not to worry about it.
Too easy for her.
She didn't want to stress you out, that's all. She's right, and it's best not to dwell on it.
You're alive now, kid. Think about that.
Yeah.
Okay, but check this out. We went back to the opera house and we met the Nave.
We're gonna spill everything. And also, Nuvola is the Hydro Dragon. Don't tell anybody I said that, though.
You met Father? Did she say anything to you?
Did she say she liked me? Am I her favorite kid?
She said a few things that were, a bit hard to understand.
She was just
And
waffling.
also that she's looking forward to working with us in the future.
So basically, we're a part of the Fatui now.
Her attitude towards you is even better than what we'd imagined. That's fantastic.
Right.
You should believe her. She has her own way of doing things, and she'll do everything in her power to help those she considers close, which now might also include you.
Dude, that's a good friend to make in that case. Holy.
Father is very capable and also trustworthy.
Oh, Paimon just remembered that she thought Lyney was a bit too proud as well. She said that you should learn how to rely on
Aw.
others sometimes.
Even her.
Got it.
That does sound like something that Father would say.
Hey!
Bro does not like help.
Are you going to stay here for the next few days?
Looks like it, yeah.
Excellent. I will host a tea party.
Don't we have time left on our sentence still? Was that null and void or?
Another implies that you were already served some delicious cake while you were up there. How lovely.
From the
Well,
Nave.
next time, you're going to have tea and snacks with us.
Okay, can't wait to see them again.
We should start preparing that tea party.
Oh, that's a great idea.
I'll help you set it.
Aw, they're cute. Tea party in prison, baby. Wait, how much time is on my sentence left? Does anybody know? I feel like I got a lot of time left on my sentence. I ain't gonna lie. Let's save Wriothesley for the end. I'm gonna talk to these side characters real quick.
You guys are back?
We all lived, bro. We're all still in prison together.
You guys didn't get caught and thrown back down here, right?
40 more days. It's like me with the subathon. That's what it feels like.
And here I thought you'd managed to escape from jail during all the commotion. I'd held you up as legendary jailbreakers, but now you're telling me you just never left?
We just miss you so much, Christophe.
We're sorry, but we just had some business to take care of.
All right. There's no need to get caught up in the details.
In the
We're just relieved
details.
to see you. He was super worried about you, you know.
Hey, it wasn't just me. Weren't you super worried as well?
Something like that, yeah.
I appreciate it, Beast Mode. Thank you.
I was also transferred to work in the kitchen a few days ago.
Gracias.
I can still hear Quisto mumbling to the carrots. Are those two all right? Do you think they made it out alive? Whenever he'd say that, I'd tell him I'm sure they're fine.
Sure
Wherever
they are.
They're kicking back with drinks in hand, enjoying the lovely scenery.
Having a coffee, enjoying themselves in New York.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with worrying about your prison pals. Is there? I mean, considering how they always love listening to all my gossip.
Bro, it's so wholesome.
These two, they sure are a
Thanks for
lot
the follows,
warmer and
guys.
friendlier than when Paimon first met them.
Oh, well, if you
Yeah,
say
you guys
so.
were really cold.
I'll be watching you to make sure you finish every last bite.
I'll miss those guys.
Sigewinne!
Bye.
Traveler, Paimon, you're back. Are you still doing all right? Did either of you get hurt?
We're doing great.
We're fine, but what about you guys? It was such a huge mess. How bad was it?
A few people sustained superficial injuries, but that's about the extent of the damage. Monsieur Nervillette paid us a visit.
Aww.
It was all thanks to him that we managed to suppress the crisis for the time being.
He literally one-handed that bad boy.
Course, we must also thank you for the help you provided.
How did Nervillette know that he was needed here?
He could probably sense it.
Monsieur Nervillette has strong resonance with the hydro element. When the water level rises, he can feel the waves produced.
He ran here. He's definitely I think he's got the gnosis on him.
I ran into the Bombshell bros while bandaging the
He's one with
injuries of the
water.
wounded. They were mumbling the whole time about how you just ran down without a word. I'm so relieved to see that you're both all right. If you're not too pressed for time, please stay with us a few more days.
We're gonna be in prison forever. Never leave prison.
Just let me know if you get a craving for any particular dish, so I can have Mr. Walsey get your meals prepared. Oh, and please feel free to visit the infirmary for a break at any time. I'd like to take the opportunity to spend some more time observing your facial muscles as well. Your happy smiles are quite contagious, you know. They're so memorable, and I've missed them immensely while you were gone.
I really feel like all of the cast of this thing has come together, and I feel very bad for ever thinking it was relatively boring at some points. I was being a hater because damn, it feels like it all came together. It did all come together. You kind of needed those moments, but I don't know. I guess maybe it's a result of being live for 500 hours. You know? Could be anything. This quest was good though. Very good. It did require a bit of like mundane life in prison, but it all came together. Like even these characters here.
Miss Sigewinne
I
told
like.
me you still haven't eaten.
Bro's mothering him. She loves him.
Yeah, I was working on something, so I forgot.
Guys, I had one meal today. Fuck. I gotta order McDonald's right now. I have to order McDonald's right now, or I'm not gonna eat.
That's no excuse for... Huh?
Huh?
It's you two.
By the way, I hate this guy. Definitely hate this guy. Don't love him. Hate him. Don't love. Love? Who said love? Love?
Hello there. It's been quite the mess here recently. How have you been?
I'm alright. How about you and your girl?
And you?
Sex. Why are you saying sex?
Passageway from the infirmary to work on the ship?
Guys?
Yep. That is still top secret, though. So don't say a word to anyone.
Don't tell him about the giant arc down here.
It can be a bit annoying when there are lots of people in the infirmary, but I still prefer taking that route over the one from the Duke's office.
I mean, the infirmary
They do not like the
does
Duke all the
make it
time.
easier for you to slack off.
Oh yeah? Then why are you also here so much?
Cause you here, big boy.
You two really are just using your jobs as a cover for your relationship, aren't you?
Sex.
Not at all!
They want each other so bad. It's so obvious, bro. Make it less obvious. Dude, I love that we can come down here and just look at this now. Can I go out there? Oh, I want to explore it so bad. It's probably the next update. Like, you'll be able to run around, see all this. Like, what are those flowers? Or is that tarps? Okay, yeah, we definitely are going to be able to explore this next patch. I cannot wait to see this next patch. Hello. I'm in love with you. Sorry, too soon.
Do my eyes deceive me, or did I just see two inmates come back after making it to the surface?
Yeah.
Some strange winds blowing of late.
He's got the best humor of this region. Like, I feel like the trio with him, Chlorine, and Nouvellette are just grown-up versions of, like, Samara characters. More mature.
Is everything still all right?
We're fine, for the most part.
That's my favorite of the game.
Took care of the worst of it.
If that's the case, why don't you just ask him to stay here?
Oh, yeah, what a brilliant plan. Let's go convince the Udex himself to exchange the courts of Fontaine for a puddle of water in the middle of nowhere.
He's so dry humor. I love it.
He came
Sassy.
here in a hurry and left without even stopping for a cup of tea. He did remember to take Miss Sigewinne's gift with him, though.
He sure sounds super busy.
Miss Chlorine has left as well. She also took her gift from Miss Sigewinne.
Were the gifts milkshakes?
Probably.
Nouvellette got the milkshake. Chlorine received lipstick instead.
She like really tried with her gifts. That's so cute.
Those aren't even remotely alike.
Well, it's Nouvellette's own fault for making Sigewinne worried about his health by working so much. But besides that, our head nurse is still pretty fond of picking out beauty products for the ladies.
Just lipstick.
Oh, and I have some gifts here for you.
Where'd she get it from? So now they're under here.
Are
Oh.
these from Sigewinne too?
Nope, they're from yours truly.
Oh.
You've already wrapped up your work at the fortress, so you can return to the surface at any time. You haven't yet served your full prison term, however, so you may continue to use your cell until your term is up.
So I got a couple days left.
For real? Then we could stay here for a really long time?
Is food covered?
You may access the cafeteria for free.
Let's go. We earned that.
Just remember to come complete your paperwork once it's time for your release.
Well, I'll never be able to come back again after that. Dang, I'm gonna miss this place. I'm not gonna lie.
Your file can't be closed until we've completed your paperwork, so don't forget to come find me again when you're done serving your sentence.
Am I not done? I had to go sleep? Oh my god.
We're back in our cell again. We're no longer prisoners though, so it really doesn't feel the same.
Yeah, it's not as fun.
being free sure feels pretty special now.
Don't remind me. I'm so sorry, guys.
How do you know?
You immediately fall asleep every time, bro.
Alright.
Aww.
Okay, Paimon just wanted to say that we really are an amazing duo. It's like we've now gone to so many places together and become friends with so many people. We've never stopped traveling or stopped meeting new friends.
This does make you really love Paimon.
There are so many bad things in the world, and we're just two people, but we've still been solving problems no matter where we go. Isn't that pretty cool?
We're the best adventurers ever. My best friend. Dab me up. No, bring it in. Bring it in.
Then let's ask Catherine to give Paimon an adventurer handbook as well. Paimon will also be an adventurer from today forward.
Well.
Just our thoughts making Paimon giddy. Paimon's gonna crash, so you sleep soon
3,
too.
2, 1, and she's out.
When we fell asleep here, we woke up to a whole mess outside our cell. The primordial seawater nearly rose up. That was so scary.
It's insane.
We should be safe now, right?
Surely. Surely it won't explode again tonight, right?
Good night to you, traveler.
Let's not forget that this thing is being held back temporarily. Oh, what? The vision! Child, I forgot he's out there. Uh-oh. What? Where did bro get lost to? He found a whale. What is he doing there? What? Was that a whale? Bro is just sitting in the primordial seawater, by the way. It was just like Moby Dick and the primordial seawater. Bro he falls into the abyss. He falls to the primordial sea. When will it stop? When will it stop? That was so fun. Thanks for watching with me over on YouTube. Quick reminder that
water comes in many flavors to the discerning.
Right, thank you, Nula. Appreciate that. We have a lot of hours left, so if you're watching to the end of this video, definitely still here. Hope you guys had a great time, and I'll see you in the next YouTube video. Subscribe. See you next time.